But last time when we played this, oh, I can't actually hear things. Oh, right, I know why. Give me one sec. I have my audio configured wrong. So quick fix. Oh, wait, actually. Uh-oh, I can't hear this. Let me quit the game. Why can't I hear things? That's weird. I could hear the intro. What's different now? Did I turn my volume down too low? Oh, apparently. Maybe I just turned my volume down too low. I know you could hear it, dear viewer. I know that you could hear it on your end, dear viewer, but I could not. Because there's a thing with my audio settings sometimes where there's one particular setting where if I have it set one particular way, it has to do with my surround sound speakers, with very select games from a certain era, including this one, you know, from the mid 2000s. It will go, like, it'll get captured by OBS just fine. Like, it gets picked up by Windows, but it doesn't always make it to my speakers. I think this will be much better now. Let me check one more thing just to be safe. Oh crap, I clicked the wrong icon, god damn it. Oh man, I clicked the wrong icon. I gotta wait for that to open so I can close it. It's all falling apart, man. But anyway, yeah, last time we played this, we rescued Alice, the daughter of one of the, like, high-level executive people from this corporation, Armacam, I believe is what it's called. This high-level, one of these high-level executives, or the daughter of one of these executives, rather, who also worked for the same organization that was being targeted by Fennel. We don't quite know why Fennel is targeting her, other than her dad was part of the project, like part of these mysterious projects that led to Fennel's, you know, his unsavory experiences. Him being experimented on and getting these psychic powers, all that jazz. There we go, now I can hear things much better. Except I couldn't hear that.
There you are. How did we
Okay, I
get
can hear
separated?
this.
I remember the power going out in the elevator. Then the next thing I knew, I was arriving on the top floor and you were gone.
You should have a visual on the evac chopper.
So there's Alice, the girl we rescued. Uh-oh.
Oh my god! This
Alright,
is
well.
crazy. I am not waiting here. My dad's in danger.
Your dad will be fine. You're the one.
Yeah, we don't actually know what happened to her dad, for that matter.
Calm down.
Sorry.
This way. Damn it, what the hell is she thinking? She's headed for the garage. You gotta cut her off before she gets herself killed.
And those are bad guys. Yep, those are bad guys. Okay, cool. So anyway, yeah, so we rescued her, and for some reason, these lads are out for her dad. Oh, Jesus. There's something going down. Why can't I hear sound effects? That is very strange, because that's going to be a problem if I can't hear sound effects. Yeah, like, I know you can hear this. Sorry, my shooty booties. That is so strange. Is there something else with this that I need to be aware of? Let me check one more thing. Let's see if that fixed it. Oh, crap, I didn't mean to reload. Well, okay. Oh, now I can hear. Okay. I think I fixed it. Okay. That's so weird. I just had to toggle it a few extra times, then that figured it out.
How did we get separated?
That was so strange, yeah.
I remember the power going
Well,
out
for whatever reason, we got it figured out. Yeah, that is one
I was
unfortunate
arriving on the top
side effect
floor and you were gone.
with this sound configuration that I have, is that, yeah, for some older games, it does get goofed sometimes. Good to know that if I ever have that again, I just toggle it another time and actually do it.
Oh my
So we get to watch
God.
this helicopter explode again.
This is crazy. I am not waiting here. My dad's in
But yeah, the
danger.
question of why is Fennel chasing her specifically, we don't actually know what happened to her dad.
Sorry.
And yeah, that's a bad guy helicopter, as we learned.
Damn it, what the hell is she thinking? She's headed for the garage. You gotta cut her off before she gets herself killed.
Of course, this isn't a perfect long-range weapon. It's pretty good, though. Can wound the shit out of these guys. Having a hard time, like, getting any, like, big hits, necessarily. Big kills, at least. Now, we know they're gonna blow up this door. Nothing else that lets me get closer. Oh, cutscene time. Oh, maybe I'm not allowed to kill them. Oh, wait, no, that's why, because it's a checkpoint. There we go. I was gonna say, I know I wounded several of them. So several of them should be pretty close to death. Yeah, audio cues in this game are really important. I was a little bit worried when I wasn't getting audio cues or sound effects because I was like, I kind of need to be able to hear certain things. Sounds like voices do work, but yeah, like hearing grenades getting thrown, that kind of stuff would help. Speaking of which. So there were 4 of them that I saw. We took out 2. There we go. There's 1 more, I believe. He could be coming down that way. There he is. Yeah, it seemed like we had gotten most of them down to just 1 single hit. It's because we shot all of them, many of them several times. So I don't actually know if I can get up to them. I could probably jump down this way. There's also a door over here. I'm kind of curious to see where this leads. But yeah, still okay. Yeah, this is still locked. But still a lot of unknowns, though. Yeah, questions of why is Alice being targeted? What happens to her father? It's not surprising that they're targeting her father. I think that is not terribly shocking. And I guess they want to get, if they find Alice, they get to her dad. But presumably they've probably already gotten to her dad. I mean, he's probably already gotten off to this point, if I had to guess. Just a regular rifle, that's fine. And also, when we found her, it looked like she was either being held hostage or that she was about to be taken, because there were like bad guys right outside her door, and she was kind of like hunched down, like you know, on like sitting down with her head like this, like as if she was, you know, being held at gunpoint. So I would be shocked. So it begs the question of like, yeah, if they were looking for her, why didn't they just kill her then? Maybe they want to like capture her or something. But then there's the question of the HTC individuals. The HTC, the security detail that works for this corporation that are also antagonistic towards us, and they're trying to kill their own employees to silence them. Kind of like Half-Life style, Half-Life 1 style, that is. Ooh. Oh, right, they're dead. So yeah, so it begs the question, like, yeah, there's a lot of, like, attempts for cover-up, a lot of conspiracy going down, or signs of conspiracy at least, so it's all very mysterious. And we still don't know a lot.
Welcome to Armacam Technology Corporation. Visitors must be accompanied by authorized Armacam personnel.
Kind of reminds me of when GLaDOS gets glitched out a little bit. In Portal, I guess 2 specifically. Oh, and 1 for that matter. It happens in both games. Another checkpoint, by the way. Very good. Some more lads. And I think if we get the sneaky sneak on them, it'll be an instant kill. Nice. Yeah, so if you shoot an unexpected lad in the head, seems like it's pretty much guaranteed to be instant kill. We need the hostage, they said. Yep. That was a very satisfying grenade throw. Holy shit. That was perfect. I just looked down, saw them, and I was like, I know where this is gonna go. Now he's trying to replicate my success by throwing grenades at me. Well, it looked cool. Man, we just fucking coated that elevator in strawberry jelly. Who's hungry? Who brought some toast? Now, I'm getting low on ammo for the penetrators, so my penetrating abilities are going to be compromised fairly shortly. I'll clearly need, you know, some ammo or a Gatorade or, you know, or a cigarette at least. Something to replenish, to recharge the troops. Okay, yeah. I'm making it weird. Like, let's default to shotgun just because now we're in close corridor times. Said that we need the hostage. So yeah, it sounds like they're not trying to kill her, but they want to capture her. I'm guessing that Fennel wants her. We don't know why. But it would not shock me if he had some kind of ulterior motive here also. Oh boy. Yeah, when they're close like that, there we go. When they're close like that, when it's more than one, grenades are pretty much a solid choice. Also, did you see how that one dude, when I threw the grenade, he was like, I can't get away in time. All I'm gonna do is this. And you know what? Same. Like, if I were in his situation, I would have done the exact same shit. Because it's like, that grenade's heading right for me. I can't react in time. So, it's gonna hope for the best. There was a penetrator right here. I think I might have grabbed it. Absent-mindedly, yeah. So we did grab it. So we did find some more ammo for it, which is good. We're probably using more ammo than we're finding for it, though. So, yeah, eventually we'll probably need to switch out. But for now, we're good for a little bit longer. So yeah, the question of why they want her as a hostage. And everybody else they're just murdering non-discriminately. We do not know. Didn't mean to use a health pack, but that's fine.
Miss Wade, can you hear me?
Yes.
What do you think
So
you're
we still
doing?
have her comms link.
Look, I'm willing to let you ride along to pick up your father, but you're putting yourself in a lot of danger right now.
Yeah, well, you said I'd be safe on a helicopter.
Those soldiers are looking for you. If they capture you again, they're going to interrogate you, and believe me, their methods are very unpleasant.
I'll take my chances.
I guess they would want more information about like what she knows from like I guess maybe what she or her father knows about the experiments and all that jazz. Because at that point it's like why not just look for her dad? But maybe they already have her dad or they've already killed him. That's where he came from, right? Yeah, that's where he came from. Yeah, I get the impression that right now it's supposed to be mysterious. I don't think I've missed anything crucial. I think there might have been a few like lore snippets I might have missed. But I don't think we've missed anything crucial. I think for the most part we've like been following all that the game has told us at this point. So I think we're more or less. Oh, I already have full first aid kits. We've more or less seen what we've meant to see at this point. Yo, Jim, what's up, bud? It's good to see you, bud. Yeah, we're still playing F.E.A.R. This game is incredible, by the way. Unsurprisingly, I'm still really digging it. We're at the part right now where we're trying to rescue Alice. We rescued her, but then she ran off when the rescue helicopter got exploded. Oh, there she is. There's a voicemail over there. So we're trying to get to her before the bad guys get to her. It sounds like they want to capture her. Oh, let me just rummage through everything and knock shit over. Yo, JD, what's up, party? Fellow party animal, my friend. Good to see you. Yeah, it's like I was talking to her or talking about her. There she is. It's like she was listening in on the stream and she was like, oh shit, now's my time to shine. Good to see you though, Jim. Hope you're doing well. And Mr. JD, always a pleasure, my friend. How's Nier Automata been going for you, or Replicant, by the way? So I know you've been streaming that a bunch. Oops, that one. There we go. And you've been streaming that a bunch over the past few days or few weeks. Alright, so there was the voicemail that we saw. I don't want to like get too ahead of myself just because it's easy to miss certain details here. Let's go ahead and listen to this guy real quick. Three messages, my goodness.
First message from
Harlan Wade. Hey, Phil, it's Harlan. I'm pretty sure Genevieve is considering some pretty drastic measures to cover her bony ass. I'll tell you straight up, that'll be
You know the ass bones, right?
any one of her little toadies is going anywhere near the vault. She already caused enough damage thinking she could just march in there and start over from scratch. If she comes to you for backup, remind her that we locked that place up.
So I'm guessing the vault is like from one of those projects they just shuttered without any real recourse.
I haven't seen you at Maurice's lately. We should get together for happy hour once this mess blows over. Speaking of which, I have a favor to ask. I know you and Harlan go back a ways, so I was hoping you could try to reason with him. He refuses to forgive me for sending those poor people into the vault, as though I'm happy about what happened. I made a mistake, but I don't see why everyone else should have to pay for that. Anything you can say to get him to see reason would be appreciated. Next message from Genevieve Aristide.
Interesting. So she knows she messed up.
I just want to remind you that the Origin facility was a liability long before this situation erupted. I was simply trying to clean up an old mess. I was hoping we could renovate
Origin, right.
the site, but clearly the risks are unacceptable. I see no alternative but to destroy it completely. If you have a better suggestion, I'd love to hear it. In the meantime, I have a company to save.
Okay, so yes, Project Origin, that's the one they like just shuttered, just completely locked it down, including something called the Vault, which I'm guessing was part of the project. Sounds like they just like locked it down without, you know, properly closing things down. There was no process, they just locked the doors, which might mean that there were people inside that got locked in. Not so sure. And yeah, apparently the people that they sent into the vaults to try to repurpose it got murdered horribly. We don't know how or what got them, but yeah, it's apparently people died, and yeah, she got blamed for it. And she's trying to be like, let's just let bygones be bygones. Yes, people got horribly murdered, but people, you know, die all the time. What's the big deal? So, you know, she's kind of downplaying it, which, you know, whatever. But, yeah, there's still a lot of questions here. Yeah, what was Project Origin? what happened to those people, and now they're saying they just need to destroy the facility, which honestly, yeah, probably that sounds like that's the right way, unless they're trying to like sweep things under the rug. You're enjoying it though? That's awesome, JD. Yeah, no, I'm glad to hear you're enjoying it, man. And of course, yeah, Replicant just came out. How do you feel Replicant compares to Automaton? Gonna give so. Oh, jeez. Well, that's sweet of you, Jim. I hope you know that kind of thing is never expected or required. You know, I'm just happy you're here. I know for longtime viewers of the channel, they hear me say this all the damn time, and but I feel like I don't say it often enough that, you know, spending money on the channel, that kind of thing is never ever required. You know, I'm just happy to have people here, have people chilling with us. Spending money is never ever an expectation. I joke all the time, but it's not a joke. I jokingly say, but I mean it full-heartedly, that you know, you don't have to spend money to get my admiration and my love and devotion. You get my love and devotion for free, dear viewer, just by being here. Actually, it's not for free because your time is very valuable. So the fact that you're here, you've already spent, you know, some of your personal free time, which is a very valuable resource. I would argue more valuable than money. So spending money on top of that, dude, you being here is already a big ask. So spending money on top of that, that's like, that's something I would never ask of anybody. But of course it's appreciated. But yeah, it's like, I don't want anyone ever think like, oh man, Alex went a stream without getting any gift stubs. I bet gift subs. I bet he's sad about it. It's like, nope, I am. Of course I appreciate them, but it is never something that keeps me up at night. Also, cool shadows right here. Like you can really like see the light this lad gives off. It seems like this is like a cool like little way to show off the lighting engine. The OG on 360. Oh yeah, because Replicant is a re-release or a remaster of the first Nier. Maybe it wasn't called Replicant at that point. Yeah. 2 and 3. Yeah. We need to, content warning. Yeah, for F.E.A.R 2 and F.E.A.R 3, I think what I would probably, I mean, I will play them eventually, and I don't know a lot about what makes the ending to 3 spicy. I know we were talking about it a couple days ago, or I guess about a week or so ago. Some people were saying it's really rough, other people were saying it's not that bad, and I don't know much, but I do know that, all I know is that it involves, like, I kind of don't want to say it. I just know that it involves something that is, you know, very unsavory and could be like anxiety inducing for anybody who is, you know, who is sensitive to these kinds of issues. Whoa! The fuck was that? Got some new friends. Something tells me I don't want to fuck with these lads. Okay, so I probably should have bullet timed those guys. New enemies. New friend enemies. Very nice. So anyway, yeah, so when it comes to F.E.A.R 2, the ending at least, when I'm getting close to the ending, I'll probably have a thing on the title that says like, you know, when I get to the ending, yeah, it's like, you know, content warning, a certain subject. And I'll probably verbally say it a bunch of times. Of course, I've never played the game, so I don't exactly know when those games will end. But I can, you know, a lot of times you can tell when you're getting close. When bad guys start busting out super fancy weapons, and, you know, when climactic events are definitely taking place, you can usually tell, excuse me, when you're approaching the end. Sometimes they'll sneak up on you, though. There's some interesting noises. Unless it's just the soundtrack. More penetrator ammo, very nice. We have a lot of penetrator ammo. We were like down to like 20 bullets early, now I got like 70 something. There we go. Wow, that hurt a lot, by the way. It took like 100 health off of me, so what I might have to do is like, instead of like staying out in the open firing on them like that, I need to like be taking pot shots kind of off the side. Lighting, yeah, 100% agreed. Yeah, the lighting in this game is really incredible. Because yeah, a lot of us were agreeing that like the graphics are pretty good by today's standards. They aren't amazing, but they're pretty good. They were like really good for 2005. They weren't next level, but they were like solid, like really, really good. Said I wasn't gonna do this. Yeah, here I am. 27 health, by the way. Oof. That is a lot of damage. These guys are spicy boys. 3 probably not so bad. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it sounds like 2 has some unsavoriness to the ending, but yeah, I imagine 3 probably isn't. Since I haven't heard anything bad about it, I'm assuming that 3 isn't quite so bad. So that's probably the way we need to go. Now, part of me is kind of curious. I see there's the laptop down there. I wonder if that has some lore for us. Although I don't know if I would have just walked by it earlier, because we were down there earlier, weren't we? We did take some stairs, unless I'm just making shit up. Maybe we haven't been there yet, then. So if I backtrack it this way, I could just jump down, obviously. Makes me curious if I just missed that laptop. Okay, yeah, I did just miss it. Okay, cool.
I found some more information on Origin.
Just totally missed that detail.
Prototypes were created from a genetic reference. I think that's just a euphemism for somebody's DNA. There's no indication of who the lucky son of a bitch was, but I'm guessing Harlan Wade since he started the program.
Genetic reference. Interesting. Yeah, and Harlan Wade, that's Alice's father. So it begs the question of what happened to him. She seems really concerned for him. I wonder... I don't know. I mean, on the one hand, yeah, you know, there's all this shit going down. She's scared for her dad and his well-being. She seems like especially... like, I wonder if he's, like, in a vulnerable state or something. Like, I wonder what's going down there exactly. Also, Mr. Adam, welcome back, my dude. And yes, yeah, I'm glad you're here. And like I said, I did see your message a little bit earlier. And yeah, I'm happy to talk more. Oh boy. More of these jabronis. Okay, good. I'm in a very not good position. Let's go through here. Yeah, like taking pot shots is probably the strat for these lads. Oh, they still got me. Dang it. These guys are tough. But yeah, the question for Shadowrun. Grab this again.
I found some more information on Origin. The prototypes were created from a genetic reference.
Yeah, we've heard this before, so we don't have to listen to the whole thing. But yeah, the stuff for Shadowrun. Yeah, the main thing I want to make sure I figure out is what I want my dude to spend his money on. And I've got a few ideas. The one thing I was thinking of was if I can only afford one thing, is that I'd like to add in some new abilities for our lad's hacking device. Yeah, like these kind of pot shots. There we go. There we go. It seems like that's the way to do it, like firing from cover, just because these guys are really quick. But yeah, some kind of like decking device enhancement. I know you were saying that there's really no limitation to what I can or cannot add in. You know, I'm limited only by the bounds of my creativity. So I guess that's a question. It's like, I guess I just need to do some soul searching. I was thinking I would just look online to see like what decking abilities are kind of standard for Shadowrun and kind of base my ideas there. But yeah, I guess I need to just do some additional considerations for it. Right. Considerations for what I would want my lad to have with decking devices and such. Isn't there another one? They attack in groups of 2 usually. They like to swoop in from outside, it seems. But it was really, yeah, with the shape and like with the wings and like what looked like a beak. I could totally see it, by the way, JD. I could totally see that shit. Yeah, we'll find more. Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot more to come. I'm trying to make sure I keep track in my head the names of these characters and the names of these projects, because I have a feeling that these names will be very important. Like, they're important right now, but they'll probably be even more important as we learn more about the lore and as we understand what happens to certain characters, certain main actors, that kind of thing. Because keeping Origin and Perseus and Icarus straight, it seems like Origin was the original, and I think that's where Fennel was experimented upon. And then Perseus, well, I don't know where Icarus happened, but I think Perseus happened later. I'm guessing that Perseus is what Alma was involved in somehow. I don't know much more than that. Also, yeah, with this gun, since these guys are from quite a bit further away. Okay, I wonder if this penetrates. There we go. It's a very colorful blast. No, it might be a little bit eyeball burning for some viewers, but hopefully that wasn't too egregious. The Max Payne jank. Oh yeah. Let's do the slow-mo. Yeah, that's the thing. I loved Max Payne back in the day. I never actually played 2 or 3 for that matter, but I loved the first game so much. I did a casual playthrough of the first Max Payne game a few years ago on stream, and I've had 2 kind of on my list for a while as, like, you know, a sequel that I wanted to follow up on. In that case, it would be a blind playthrough, but yeah, it's like those are just such fun games. And yeah, the slow-mo is always worthwhile, especially because you recharge it fairly quickly. Like, you can't spam it because the game does punish that, but well, it doesn't punish it, but it just makes it hard just because the recharge rate is a little bit slower in that sense, but it's fast enough where you don't have to like worry too much about going out of your way for it. Yeah, Almo is involved somehow. Yeah, we just don't know. I'm hoping that eventually we will find more information about her, because yeah, her part is so mysterious. Like, we don't know if she's on our side, if she's against us. It seems like she's against us. It seems like she's mad at us. Maybe, but she hasn't harmed us. It seems like she's harmed other people. Like, you know, you see the melted fucking bloodied skeletons with like their like blood and flesh melted around them. Like, those guys, either Fennel has crazy psychic melting people powers, or it was Alma. So the fact that Fennel and Alma have it on multiple occasions declined to harm us, despite the fact, I mean, Fennel, he had a few instances where he could have killed us, but chose not to. Either because he knew who we were and considered us significant, or didn't know who we were and determined that we were, you know, not worth killing. But my theory is that we're tied to him in some way, because he's either we're tied to him in some way, or he's able to communicate to anybody with these like psychic visions. But it makes me believe the way that the game is kind of like going through these motions with us. It makes me believe that. There we go. I'm led to believe that like that we're considered significant in some way. The fact that we're able to have these visions. I don't think it's a coincidence that these visions are occurring with Alma and Fennel. I bet we're special in that regard. I bet that's not something that is like a standard deal. Max Payne 3, yeah, I remember Max Payne 3, Adam. I remember you saying that, yeah, 3 is one of your favorites from back in the day. Mr. Void, what's up, bud? Get some more Hobbucks. Oh, you got some links and or MS Paint jams. Artemis is, oh, excellent, Void. Thank you for the heads up on that. Yeah, if she's still live by the time I'm wrapping up, then yes, that is an excellent suggestion. Birthday raids are always a good time, my man. Good to see you, Void. Void's one of my buddies and also one of my coworkers, college buddies and coworkers. So Void is a homie in multiple levels, in multiple layers. 3 levels, because 1, old college buddy, 2, coworker, and 3, it means he's tolerating my bullshit on stream as well. So, you know, he has to tolerate my he's had to tolerate my bullshit in so many ways over the years. Have a grenade. Whoop. Okay, we only got one of them. I think that still hurt this guy. There we go. Just launch his booty up there. Yeah, that grenade was a little bit scuffed. I only got one guy big. Still pretty good though. There's a lad up there. I wonder if he'll jump down. Also, I heard a noise. Ooh, good one. There we go. Got his ass. That was, what was that noise? Oh, that was my man Adam. Subscribed at tier 2. Whoa, wait. Am I seeing that right? Tier 2? What in the world? That's a delightful surprise. Thank you, Adam. My goodness, Disturbed One, Adam. That's my friend Adam, who is the DM for our Shadowrun game. Thank you. Subscribed at tier 2. What the hell? Doing the tier 2. My goodness, that's wild. I need to like set up a different notification for that. I forgot that exists, honestly, on Twitch. I need to set up like a different notification so it pops more, because I was like, what? And Dave gifting us up. What a homie. Dave, thank you for that. My man, what the heck? Dude, that's so freaking kind. Thank you, both of you. Holy shit. Adam with the tier 2 and Dave coming in hot as well. By the way, Dave, I'm informed by Twitch you've gifted a total of 8 subs, which is a lot. I mean, that's a lot of money, man. Thank you. Thank you very much for that, my friend. That's very kind of you. Holy shnikes. That is nutty. Good freaking golly. That's crazy, man. time to talk. Yeah, I'm thinking, Adam, what we could do is, if you're available either tomorrow after you know, when you're done with work, or Thursday before our session. I should be available in both cases. It's the same guy. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's good to know that it's the same character. I don't consider that a spoiler or anything, so I think it should be fine. But yeah, that makes sense that there would be like, it's a common thread, that it's a common thread across the same character, like in the same story, which is good, because yeah, I definitely want to like learn more about the protagonist and their significance, because yeah, it's like there's got to be something going on here. That was so freaking kind. Invested, yeah, exactly, yeah. It would have depended on how much you invested, but yeah, I remember thinking the same thing, Adam. I remember when Dogecoin was like 5 cents, I remember considering it, and I didn't go in on it, and part of me is kicking myself for it, but the other part of me is like, I'm a pretty risk-averse person, and Dogecoin, you know, at the time, there was no guarantee it would go anywhere, so I was like, I don't really blame myself for not going in on it, but yeah, if you would have gotten in on it when it was super cheap and like bought a bunch, then yeah, it's pretty exciting today in particular. I know a lot of people are hoping for a big spike this Saturday, since Elon Musk will be on there. But thank you, Adam, and thank you again to Dave for gifting a sub. That's both of you. Holy shit, that's so freaking kind. Oh man. But no, but Jim, like I said, I did see your comment there. Like I said, that I hope you know. I mean, and this of course goes to Dave and Adam and everybody. That yeah, I mean, gifting subs or spending money on the channel, of course, is never expected. But obviously, it's appreciated. But yeah, it's not required. You know, I don't want anybody to think that like, you know, oh, Alex only you know, shows love to the subs. It's like, nah, man, I'm happy to have anybody here in any capacity. If you're here for 5 seconds, or if you're here for 5 hours, it's all good, baby. All the good shit. Definitely some stonks though, for sure. Definitely some stonks. And a gift dropping, well, that's very sweet of you, Dave. I really appreciate it, man. Both you and Adam, and also like I said, and the Jim as well. All these nice generous things. Look who decided to come back for more. Let's see if I can get behind cover. I'm a little bit farther away this time. Yeah, almost got him. There we go. Yeah, that time went much smoother. The last couple times we fought those guys around the open like that, it did not go so well. Seems like they're swooping in from the windows, which I'm guessing means they're like launching them from the helipads or something. Either one, yeah. We could, if you want, Adam, we could plan tentatively for sometime tomorrow. Tomorrow after work times, I could message you around like, I'm not sure what time you'd be available, maybe 4 or 5. Chat about some ideas. Went in with 4. That's in that case, yeah, you're probably doing pretty well then. Cause yeah, it's at that point you've pretty much, depending on when you cashed out, you've pretty much, you know, multiplied your revenue by a bunch. Or not revenue, by your investment. Okay. So it sounds like this is, I guess this is making the news, or it's some, I mean, I guess it would make sense that this is making the news. I mean, these organizations seem like they're trying to quell things and keep them from getting out. So if the local news stations are picking up on this, then that's good, but also probably bad for the bad guys. And maybe for the good guys, I don't know. But yeah, it's either a news station or it's like some kind of intercom announcement thing. I don't know. It's like, I don't know why an intercom announcement thing would be like talking in that kind of cadence. That sounded very much like a news station. If you're not risk averse, well, that's exactly. I guess I'll admit I kind of am risk averse, and I am actively investing for retirement and that kind of thing. I do, you know, I've obviously through my job I have a 401k, which is not enough on its own, obviously, but I have a few other investment vehicles that are you know, more like along the lines of stocks and bonds and that kind of stuff. So I would say I'm probably covered, but yeah, the Dogecoin stuff, like for me, that would be more like fun money, less you know, investment for long term, and more like, you know, oh, if it goes well, that's good, but if it doesn't go well, then I'm not, you know, sad about it. Like that's like I wouldn't use Dogecoin as like a, you know, a long-term kind of thing. That's more for like short selling. Maybe not short selling is the term, but that's more for like buying something and watching it closely and looking for when to sell, which takes a lot. You know, I was talking about like, oh that was weird. It's like I got the halo effect. Maybe I clicked it too quickly, but I got the halo effect, but it didn't slow down. But yeah, one of those things where it's like you'd have to, well, you don't have to, but you benefit a lot by paying a lot of attention to it, spending a lot of like time and energy keeping up with the news and keeping up with market trends and whatnot. It's just a lot to keep track of. Wait, isn't this where I came from? No, that's where I came from. Oh, this is locked though. Okay. So yes, that's part of why I decided not to go on it either. Just because I was like, you know, do I really have the interest and or the energy to like keep up with you know, cryptocurrency and all that jazz, Bitcoin or Dogecoin or whatever. That's where I was like, I just don't know if it's something that I really want to go in on necessarily. Some people say it's the future, and I'm not quite convinced that it is. With the cryptocurrencies, there's the issue of, you know, the harm that it does to the environment, all that jazz when it comes to generating Bitcoin. Trading it is fine, but you know, for Bitcoin miners and whatnot, it is kind of not so great. So I don't know if it's super long-term feasible, but for right now, it is pretty exciting. Like, I get why people are popping off with it. Some more bull time for us. There we go. Yeah, 4 or 5. Excellent. And we'll find out why it's making the news. Yeah, okay, so that does make sense then. Is day trade, is that the term for it? I know day trading is like something that people do. I don't know if that's quite the term for what's going on here with Dogecoin and Bitcoin. I mean, I guess people could day trade Bitcoin, and have that, you know, be their, like, you know, a significant source of income. But I don't know if I don't think that's like quite what it would take necessarily. I guess it's easier to day trade when, you know, we're all working remotely than it is when under non-pandemic times.
I got your message. First off, please don't presume to know my feelings. It's insulting. And don't lecture me about burying the dead like some fuckwit shrink. The bottom line is that we wouldn't be in this situation if you didn't ignore my warnings. And now you want to dig the hole deeper. Sooner or later, you're gonna dig right down.
This is a very wholesome phone call, or voicemail rather.
Message from
I was hoping to be from Harlan Wade again, and he would like be like, wait, I'm not done. And another thing.
We should be leery of knee-jerk impulses. I understand there's some time pressures to consider, but we really need to be thinking strategically. Reopening the vault at this point strikes me as a dubious proposition, considering all that's happened. It's probable that we
So I guess this is an older voicemail before they attempted to reopen it.
messages.
Can get boring, yeah. I mean, some people don't find it boring. Some people find that kind of stuff like really exciting and like, you know, really very fulfilling, and that's perfectly fine. It just, yeah, that's how I want to spend my time, like, you know, spending a certain amount of time, like, you know, keeping up with that stuff. Because yeah, right now with Dogecoin it's great, but like at this exact moment, but you know, think about the years leading up to now when Dogecoin was not doing so well. And, you know, there's been also so many dips and dives with Bitcoin and even Ethereum. Well, I guess Ethereum's been more of a slow burn, but yeah, with so many of them, it's been, it really has been, you know, hit or miss. It's not like, oh, Bitcoin or cryptocurrency is like, you know, easy money. Oh, I'm out of grenades, by the way. Because it is anything but. It's very volatile and very unpredictable. These lads, there we go. Oh, shoot. Oh, sounds like he threw a grenade. I couldn't tell which was a live body, which was a dead one. I can't take still if I'm shooting him or his homie. Oh, he's alive. There we go. I ran out of slow-mo juice right at the time. Right when that happened. Check in. I think there's only one left. Yep. Oh shit, he's right there. Bam! There we go. That red mist, man. The red misties. Creating NFTs? Yeah, exactly. Like, NFTs, like, inherently, it's a weird concept, but yeah, it's like, on the one hand, like, I get the idea behind it, but yeah, exactly. The cost to generate one, and like, yeah, the energy it takes, and just the drain on environment and whatnot is scary. ETH, is that Ethereum? Yeah. Bitcoin is being clamped down on. Yeah, exactly. Well, that's the thing too, is that yeah, it's still not exactly a mainstream concept, the notion of cryptocurrency. So yeah, like with certain cryptocurrencies, it's, easier or harder to trade than others. And yeah, going across, you know, different countries and whatnot. Obviously, in certain parts of the internet, Bitcoin are great, but in other parts, it's kind of clunky selling them and buying them. Ethereum Classic, yeah. Ethereum Classic has been spiking, really. Yeah, I understand that Ethereum is more of like a slow burn, like it's been steadily building. So that one, if you can make an argument for cryptocurrency as being a investment vehicle, Ethereum is one that's like more reliable, I think. Some tonkatsu. No, I don't know what tonkatsu is, JD. I'm kind of curious. It sounds delicious. It is. Oh, it's outperforming. Yeah, outperforming it in growth. Because that's the thing. Yeah, I guess that's the question. Is like, is Dogecoin sustainable from a growth perspective, or is it, you know, spikes and then dives? And it seems like it's the latter. Although lately it has been in an upward trend over the past couple weeks. I guess it's been steadily like going up a lot. So eventually, it's like, is the bubble gonna burst though? Eventually, and I guess that's what a lot of people are kind of waiting for, is if it's gonna pop. That overly aggressive phone call. I can honestly say I've never had a. Sorry, so I see these two lads. They're like best friends. I like this guy on the left. He's like, hey, he's so chill. It's like they're posing for a photo. It's like they're posing for a photo, and this other guy's trying to photobomb. It's like he's doing a pose for the photo, and then his homie's trying to photobomb this photo op that's happening. Anyway, they're dead. They're very dead. I'm literally playing with corpses like a freaking idiot. But yeah, I've never had a work phone call quite like that, honestly. It's the meme one, yeah. That's exactly it, Jim. It's like, you know, we're like relying on Elon Musk to prop it up, which feels a little bit strange. You know, my feelings about Elon Musk notwithstanding, just the notion of a cryptocurrency that's like sustained by celebrities tweeting about it just doesn't have a lot of good feel to it. Again, it's great for, yeah, the short-term stuff, but that was part of why I hesitated to get in on it, and why I have continued to hesitate. So yeah, it's exciting right now, but it's just like, how long will that last is the question. The shadows, there we go. Yeah, I'm waiting for the shadows. One man down. You've got a few men down, dude. Oh, he's able to shoot me from now. Okay, I guess I'll go and step on that again. 13 health. Got his ass. Wow. I'm surprised he was able to shoot me from there. Looked like he was, like, not blind firing, but kind of like around the corner firing. Like he's behind a pillar and he's like firing around it. I'm surprised he was able to hit me so much with that. Percent of exactly, Jim. Yeah, it's like it was really quiet back in those days. That's why I got out to exactly. Yeah, I mean, some people are holding off for Saturday. Apparently, Saturdays where like a lot of hype is gonna happen. Why risk it all? Yeah, that's exactly it, Adam. I don't blame you one bit. Copy it. Yeah, exactly. Well, that's the thing too. I mean, that's the thing. You know, you can copy and paste it. I mean, it doesn't remove who owns it technically, but yeah, it does. It makes it feel kind of hokey. Oh, you want to touch my tra-la-la? My ding-ding-dong. Got his ass. I think we just like created two corpses that are just back to back in the exact same pose. There's also a stupid housing bubble, yeah, which is not being exactly helped by the pandemic. I understand it is very much a seller's market right now. People like paying like 30 or 50% the asking price, just because the demand is so high for people trying to buy houses right now. So yeah, like sellers are making bank, but it's weird. It's really weird right now. Well, yes, this is the F.E.A.R building that we're in right now. Yes. Oh, the F.E.A.R is building. Oh, I thought you meant. Hello, welcome to F.E.A.R Corporation. F.E.A.R Corp. Also, Mr. Arctic, what's up, buddy? Playing with corpses. That's what we were doing earlier, and it's what I'm doing now apparently. Because oh, look at this, they're even like sitting on a couch together and they're holding hands. All right, I'm gonna be weird and take a screenshot of this. Like they're just chilling. It's like they're waiting for their meeting. They got their shotgun propped up against the couch. They're just chilling, man. Don't mind the fucking bolt sticking through their necks. Oh, there's a photo of me with the gun unholstered as well. I'm gonna like not have that shotgun in the. Actually, can I just pick that up? Not okay. I guess I'm full on ammo. Yeah. Body armor. That's a better shot. Holster. There we go. There we go. Okay, yeah. That's very fun. They're just chilling, man. They're just chilling on the couch. It's a love seat too, which is. Oh wait, no, that is an actual couch. They're just very large. They really wouldn't be able to fit on this love seat here. Felicia. Whoa, that's awesome, Void. Holy shit. Good for her. Is it something that like, does she know Felicia Day, or was it like one of the cameo gifts that someone got for her?
Well, Fennel wasn't made from Harlan Wade's DNA.
Shadow fire. Is that what it's called? Okay, shadow firing.
In an induced coma. Those ATC security ghosts killed Bishop because somebody didn't want this getting out. They aren't just worried about some ethically questionable bioengineering experiments. I think they're covering up some pretty nasty shit.
Okay, so wasn't that Fennel was like wasn't like genetically crafted necessarily? Presumably he was like a dude that already existed, probably a kid that existed, and then was like brought in for, you know, morally and ethically dubious experiments. Power's back on, for better or for worse. Because yeah, we know they killed the power when they launched that assault on us. Take a sweet piece of that 20 health. Yeah, I did recognize that. Yeah, my health was getting kind of low there for a little bit there. So the elevators are probably working now. Let's see, one of them is activated. I'm actually gonna go backtrack a little bit, see if there's anything else this way. I think most of this was just more hallways and whatnot. I think this is the main place to be. It's like waiting for bad guys to happen. Seems like elevators are a great place for bad guys to happen or spooky things to happen. It's a, you know, it's a small enclosed space, and you're kind of vulnerable when you're in an elevator because you're at the mercy of mechanical activities. So it's rife for spooky things to happen.
I'm sorry for the trouble, but I just made it to my car.
Miss Wade,
Oh, she's gonna drive away?
I can't. I have to go.
Miss Wade! Fuck it. Get to the roof of the parking garage for a pickup. You can still get there before her.
Uh-oh. I thought she was gonna drive towards us. Will she be able to make it out, I wonder? Because I thought they had, like, the road blocked and whatnot. Probably the way to go, then. Parking garage. Some health. Touching the tra-la-la. It's either legal or illegal. It depends on, you know, who's doing the touching and if consent is established. Or whose tra-la-la is being touched. In the transaction comments. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Yeah, that could get spicy as well. Arctic, I hadn't even thought about that angle of it. But yeah, it seems like the whole NFT things, it's weird to say the least. I understand the idea behind it, the idea of like having like an internet crafted thing or a thing that exists on the internet, some kind of digital thing, having like an official owner. It's like, yeah, I get that part of it, but yeah, the more you try to like detangle it, the more complicated, or not more complicated, but just the more problematic it starts to get. And yeah, like how valuable is this really? Like, it's kind of silly right now that yeah, NFTs are like selling for like, for certain things are selling for like, you know, $500,000 to like some high bidders, but it's like that too, I think, is a bubble for the most part that will burst. And I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it'll like, you know, maybe it's gonna blow up, and maybe, you know, we'll all be jealous of the early NFTers, but I'm skeptical. Didn't quite get anybody, I think. I think got one dude. I'm skeptical that it's gonna have any lasting power. Keep sliding down the slope. Makes it hard to like get the iron sights lined up. He's behind this pallet, isn't he? Oh, there he is. There we go. Penetrator coming in clutch once again. Yeah, it's like I keep sliding. Like I keep sliding backwards. It's like we're moonwalking. Like that. Decentralized items. Yeah, like that makes sense. Like, yeah, like kind of like yeah, trading cards, that kind of thing. Like that inherently doesn't seem bad necessarily. It's just kind of like what NFTs are like, what people are trying to turn them into, though. Cost of energy, exactly, yeah. I saw there's a few music people. There's a number of music people I followed on Twitter. I follow on Twitter, and I remember one of them saying that yeah, he looked into the cost of what it would take, the energy that it would take to generate an NFT for one of his songs, and he found that the energy cost it would take to generate an NFT for one of his songs will be enough to power his entire studio for like 3 months. Just the amount of energy it would cost, like just like not necessarily from a financial perspective, from a just like a energy produced or energy required to make it happen kind of perspective, which is kind of fucked. They're just elevators are just inherently creepy. I totally understand why some people are claustrophobic, especially when it comes to elevators, just because it's like even though I'm not creeped out by them myself necessarily, like I understand why some people are. It's already happened though. Yeah, I'm not surprised, honestly. I haven't heard of this, but I'm not. Am I shocked by it? Not in the slightest. Also, we were talking about Max Payne earlier. When I think about the car park, when I think about car parks like this, or car park is not the right word, but like parking garages, I think about the one parking garage level from Max Payne, one of the later levels in the game. And there's got to be more bad guys that are gonna. Yeah. It's a good movie. Taking a bit of a risk here. Let's see if that did it. 1, 2, 3. I think that got all 3 of them. Very nice. Oh, that's not it though. There we go. He was already pretty weakened. I'm guessing that grenade must have reached him. Maybe he was on the other side of that car. That grenade was so satisfying. Getting a really well-timed grenade like that is just... mwah, chef's kiss. Delicious. It's... Yeah, I'm not surprised, Arctic. It's like... Is it discouraging? Yeah. Have I heard about it? No, but yeah, am I surprised? Not in the slightest. Put on the blockchain. Ooh, there you go. Yeah. Maybe that'll finally make unsolicited dick pics stop happening. Unlikely, but maybe it'll be a deterrent. Think they'll still be around. Think people still make fun of them though. I mean, I guess I don't want to like try to say that like, you know, they're inherently awful just because that, you know, maybe there are people that do generally want to do good things with them, but I'm very cynical and very, I feel like it's, to me it seems kind of shitty and like they're just not worth it. If there were ways to generate them that weren't such a huge strain on resources, then I'd be fine with them, obviously. I mean, you know, people can meme on them all they want, but like the fact that their generation is so harmful is very problematic. Are these bad guys? Oh, okay. It's like they're not. I was like, maybe I should have just gone with it. Like, usually when they don't react, I get nervous. It seems like most times in this game, if you see dudes with outfits like this, they're usually bad guys, but not always. Sometimes they're friends. I don't have a lot of long-range ammo. Oh, big boy. So it's great for long range. Oh, I'm still sliding. I have to get out of here because yeah, I'm still sliding. There's 1, 2, and a you know what to do. There we go. He's dropped. There we go. 16 bullets left. Did I have the points? Yes, I did. Yeah, for the tier 2. Yeah. I did, as well as for Dave's. Oh, you're right. It is. Thank you, Arctic. Yeah. Thank you for pointing that out. I just noticed that. Thanks to your comment. I mean, join my Smash lobby. This is Smash, guys. This is Smash Bros. You can totally see this is just very heavily modified Smash Bros. Where is it in my list? Here it is. Boop. There we go. Thank you, Arctic, for pointing that out. Yeah, this is the welcome to Butts. Thank you for joining my my Smash lobby. Oh. Surprise, motherfucker! Oh, he's not dead. Okay, now he's very dead. Okay. Yeah, this ascent is kind of tough because there's not a ton of cover. We do get a decent bit of resources, though. I feel like we're constantly getting more armor pickups and all that jazz. But yeah, not a ton of cover. And dudes with, like, pretty good long-range shenanigans. Pretty much everyone's a bad guy. Yeah, it seems like that's pretty much a safe assessment. I've never attempted to fire on a friendly unit, like Alice or our own compatriots, our own, like, soldier boys, soldier friends. I guess recon, co-recon people. We're also part of the F.E.A.R. recon group. Like I've never attempted to fire on it, so I don't know if the game would let us, but like obviously if we could, then it would result in immediate auto fail.
This way.
Like that, like perfect example. Like I was about to fucking unload.
Get that bird in the air.
Okay, so we're good. Like I was about to be like, blah, blah, but I was like, whoa, they're friends, because I saw the lady in the middle. I was like, I recognize her. But the dudes with the masks, or I guess there was one dude with like his full helmet on. I was like, oh shit. Oh, sorry, I have to. Sometimes I just stretch and make loud noises. So still trying to find Alice, because she's trying to fly the coop. I mean, I don't blame her for being distrustful of, you know, of like rescue helicopters, because yeah, that one earlier got exploded pretty bad. Is that the protagonist name? Yeah, F.E.A.R. Point Man. Yeah, F.E.A.R. guy for Smash. I mean, yeah, all of his moves would involve some kind of cool, like, highly localized slowdown maneuver. Hannibal 3. I wonder, I wonder if that's like Hannibal Lecter. Like, I wonder if that's like intending to allude to Hannibal Lecter in some way. You know, spooky movies. Well, maybe not spooky in the same way that this game is spooky, but yeah, like psychological thriller kind of energy. Still trying to find Fettel, and we're detecting a signal somewhere. I wonder if we ever learned this gentleman's name, F.E.A.R. Point Man. Maybe that's his full name. First name Point, last name Man. The Morrowind thing, yeah. That'd be kind of cool too, Jim. Yeah, that'd be nice.
Industrial compound in Alberta. The place has been shut down for years.
Why there?
Well, I did a little digging. Turns out Armacam bought this site from the government back in the 50s. Get this. There used to be some kind of underground military complex in that area. I don't think Armacam was interested in what was on the property. They wanted what was under it. And I'm guessing it has something to do with Origin.
Whoop. But yeah, I know exactly what you're saying, Jim, where it's like, Dust 2, that's a good Counter-Strike map. The thread of with this character's death, the thread of prophecy has been severed. Reload an earlier save or languish in the doomed world you've created for yourself, or something like that. That was always so cool. Like, it'll let you do it, but you have to deal with the aftermath.
I'll live, but it'll be a while before I can ice skate again. All right.
We're not dead.
Stay with Jen and wait for the medevac. You sure you want to send him alone? These guys ain't fucking around. We don't have a choice.
I'm glad, Jim, that you like Morrowind, because yeah, if you like F.E.A.R. games like this, then yeah, Morrowind is obviously is a significantly older game.
So you're gonna have to get there on foot.
Not that significant. I guess it was 3 years older than this game. The original base game, that is. You good, fam? Yeah, they're like we're just a little bit not dead.
I hope it's true.
Badass motherfucker. But yeah. Yeah, for people that like kind of older PC games like this, yeah, Morrowind is incredible.
Yeah, I'm fine. As long as I don't move.
Just let me know if you need a little mouth.
Like, smack this corpse
Don't
loose.
make me laugh.
Just don't make, yeah.
I feel sorry for you if you aren't.
That's just cold.
Witty banter. I love it. He's just known as Playman. Okay, so we never get to learn his name. That's a little bit unfortunate. I was hoping we'd actually learn more about the protagonist, just because, again, it makes me wonder if we have some kind of personal connection to either Alma
Why don't you move along
or
so I can do
Fettel.
my thing?
Please stay.
You guys want some, like, empty bottles of
I won't mess with your girlfriend.
booze or cola?
Kill some
I can't
bad
actually
guys.
tell. Very different looking environment, by the way. Now we're like in an apartment building. You have a shirt? Oh, really, Void? That's cool. NPC critical. Okay, yeah, that's excellent. Can go upstairs. Like the doors are numbered, by the way. That makes me happy. It's a small little detail that I can appreciate. It was 05? Oh yeah, 2001. Yeah, okay, so it was 4 years then. Because yeah, this game was 05. Oh my. This gives me some Half-Life 2 vibes. The introduction areas in Half-Life 2 when you're going through the apartment buildings. Housing complexes. Housing projects, I guess. Coffin Tower, yeah, sounds good, Void. Thanks for stopping in, man. It's always a pleasure. I'm sure I will hear your voice in a few days when we have our next staff meeting. Your digital presence. Yeah, that's the other thing too. They were talking about some water containment, or contamination rather. That's probably where we're supposed to go next. It's this lad. Yeah, some water contamination, and we don't know much about it. All we know that, yeah, it was linked in some way to Auburn, a nearby town or village. And yeah, its proximity to one of the testing facilities. So some kind of chemical leak or something. Something was going down that was contaminating the water in the area. Yeah, same voice actor. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. Oh, you greenhorns. I can't do the voice. Yeah. It's a very, it is a very cool voice, and I do like it. I do like it a lot. Turned 19. It did, Mr. Dave. That's correct. I saw a lot of stuff posted on social media about it, on official Bethesda channels, and also other gamer friends and streamer friends who enjoy the game a bunch. I can't throw grenades. Oh, I don't have any grenades. That's fine. Oh shit. I didn't even like, that dude didn't even get a chance, man. He just got freaking turned to liquid before he could even react. We just melted that man. We put him into a human blender before he could even think. You're just chilling one day staring at a wall, then the next thing you know, you're turned into human soup. Surprise, motherfucker. I'm gonna get to his head. I was just about to say, I feel like these guys move a lot slower, so their movements are easier to track. But that time he actually started moving pretty quick. All right, I'm gonna not fire him. I'm gonna finish him off with a shotgun. Because I only have so much ammo for the laser shot, and it seems like 3 headshots will take him down, but one of those was a body shot, so I had to get a little bit creative there. Morrowind turning 19. That means last year Morrowind turned 18, which means Morrowind was legal as of last year. Oh my. Great gameplay mechanics, yeah. Nobody had a good journal in the game. Yeah, I mean, I love Morrowind. It's a janky and weird game, and it's not perfect, but yeah, I mean, I love the game to death. I've mentioned before that one of my longest running stream projects was a doing Morrowind randomizer, which basically consisted of a bunch of like playing Morrowind with a bunch of mods, in addition to like just a casual playthrough that I did a few years ago. One of the things I want to get back into doing was streaming Morrowind randomizer, which is pretty much just Morrowind. That's cool, with a bunch of mods, including a few mods that I created to give it like more of a roguelike kind of a feel to it, which was a lot of fun. Because I mean, Morrowind's a great game, and I love playing it, but you know, I can only do so many just normal playthroughs of the game where it's like, you know, I need something to mix it up a bit. There are a lot of cool mods for the game, but yeah, for me at least, it was hard to like find something that was an experience I definitely wanted to like play over and over again. So like there was a good couple of months there where that like Morrowind randomizer was like the only thing I was doing. But I want to get back to it at some point just because there's still stuff I want to do. There's updates I want to make to the mods that I had made, as well as a few other things I want to try. It's been long enough though. I could probably convince myself to do like a mage playthrough or something like that. The last time I played, I did more of the sneaky rogue person. Uninhabitable, by the way. Save bin. Oh, throwing grenades. So I guess this place has been condemned, unsurprisingly, because it looks pretty derelict. I thought I heard another like subtitle just now, so I think there might be more lads. So this door is not openable. Access prohibited. Yeah, the sign means I can't open this door. I am forbidden. What are these shells loaded with where we can just melt bad guys like that and just liquefy an entire human in one fell swoop? But now when it comes to Morrowind, I mean, yeah, I love the game for sure. I would say when it comes to like doing a casual playthrough of Morrowind, I would say I'd be more inclined to do a casual playthrough of Oblivion just because I've never played it. So I would say that's higher on my radar for like, you know, just a casual full playthrough. But yeah, for like the quick and dirty meme playthroughs, Morrowind there's still a lot of things I want to do with Morrowind for sure. Come Nerevar, oh my. Crassius Curio. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's right, yeah, Patrick Stewart, I know he's in the intro for Oblivion. So I guess we just jump down then. So I think this all leads back to the area we just came from earlier. Unless we can like jump out this hole onto there, but that's probably not gonna happen. Yeah, let's jump down. Open MW, yeah. Yeah, Open MW looks incredible. I think I would like to mess with that, but yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat, Dave, where it's like I kind of want to wait for things to be a little bit more fleshed out and complete. It's a very ambitious project, and it'll be a long time before it's done. But yeah, I know there's a lot of tinkering that still has to happen. I think part of the reason why this shotgun straight up liquefied that guy earlier, whoops, wrong button, is because we were still at that point still undetected, and it seems like if you shoot an undetected bad guy, it's an automatic crit, so you can like just get instant kills with a headshot with the penetrator, or like pretty much a guaranteed kill with the shotgun. So it's like a guaranteed kill, and then I was also really close by, and it was in slow motion time, so it was like multiple multipliers for damage. So I think that's why that just straight up liquefied that guy, because undetected shots are like extra special, but then slow-mo undetected close-up shotgun shots are redonk. Straight up redonkulous. They're loaded with, yeah, they're loaded with hopes and dreams, hopes and memes. It's like to break those. It's probably the way to go. See if there's other areas to check out. There's a lot of corridors and whatnot that I want to explore. We'd go up. Oh no, we probably cannot go up actually. That doesn't do us any good. Or we could play, but yeah, exactly. Yeah, Morrowind or Oblivion is yeah higher on the list as far as like casual playthroughs. Morrowind's one of those games where it's like it's always good to come back to though. It's old faithful as far as I'm concerned. More Oblivion, yeah. There's that. There's Skywind. There's a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, there's Sky Oblivion. Really? That's cool. Yeah, I didn't know that one. I'm not surprised though. Not surprised people are still going out of their ways to like repackage those games in different creative ways. Helicopter is very good. This thing too. It's like I was hesitant to go through here just because I was like, once I do, I have a feeling things will start happening. Now, what's this car down here? Is that Alice's car, or is that a... I don't expect anybody to know. I'm just curious. I'm just voicing my thoughts out loud. Wondering if that's Alice's car or if that's someone else. Another NPC that I need to get loads on. Yeah, that time I didn't liquefy this guy. Despite being about that close. As he was not undetected. Oh, okay, but I did liquefy him just then. Completely by accident. I think I liquefied 2 corpses just now. Whoa! Who is that? Who is that nice person raiding me? Hold up. Give me 1 sec. I heard a noise. And it's Persephone. Hopefully I didn't mispronounce your name too horribly. Thank you for that raid. What the heck? I see Goblin is has taken point on this raid. Mr. Goblin, did you have something to do with this? How dare you send nice people to raid me? How dare you do something nice to me? No, I'm just kidding. Thank you very much, my friend. Yo, we got the Percy raid. What's up? Holy shit, people are popping off. Thank you for being here, friends. Holy shit. Look at all these nice peoples. Goosebumps for the... Oh, really, JD? Maybe it's just this scintillating gameplay. Thank you very much, Persephone. I hope I'm saying your name right. When I see your screen, it makes me think of Persephone, which, you know, we're very much in the throes of spring right now, so that I think makes very much a lot of sense. Thank you very much for that raid. How are you doing? Thank you to Goblin. If I had to guess, you probably had something to do with this. We got SLJ, we got Lacrimosa, we got Serious a Freak. There's Persephone herself. Excellent. Thank you for being here, friends. Thank you for that follow as well. How was your stream, by the way? I see you were streaming some Animal Crossing. What? That's always awesome. That's so freaking sweet. Also, yes, the delicious onigiri. I was thinking the same thing, JD. That looks exciting, that looks delicious rather. Thank you for being here, friends. Thank you very much. We're playing some F.E.A.R. This is a great game. This is my first time ever playing it. Well, it's not my first time playing it, but we're in the midst of my first ever playthrough. And I think we're nearing the end, but if we do reach the end tonight, we'll just start the next expansion. So all F.E.A.R. all night, baby, which I'm excited about. Thank you for being here, though, friends. And yes, so doing some Animal Crossing. Can I ask if it was Animal Crossing with the homies, or was it like solo, organizing or decorating or like that kind of stuff? Because I'll admit I actually haven't played Animal Crossing in a number of months, but that is an excellent game. We're actually doing some Smash Brothers just on Sunday with some homies, including Mr. Goblin, who is very much a friend of the channel. And yes, thank you all for being here, by the way, friends. This is so exciting. Holy shit, look at all these nice people. But that's okay. That's how you pronounce it. Excellent. And some Mario Kart. Hell yeah. Motherfucking Animal Crossing, Mario Kart. Like what an excellent diet of video games. This game is a little bit different than Animal Crossing and Mario Kart. There's a little bit more, shooty pooty, absolutely. There's more psychological horror. There's more exploding corpses. Normal stuff, nothing weird. But I will acknowledge this game is slightly different. However, those games are always solid choices, and yeah, you really can't go wrong in my book, I would say. Oh, a little bit of lag, oddly enough, right here. Right here for some reason. That's kind of strange. I see the frame rate dipping a little bit. But yeah, if anyone's never seen this game or heard of this game, it's called F.E.A.R. It came out in 2005, so it's a bit old. It's a psychological thriller horror shooter with lots of cool physicsy shenanigans, just lots of bullet time you can do like on command, which is really neat. Lots of cool physicsy shenanigans with the Havoc engine in this game. This game came out around the time when the Havoc engine was like a huge thing in a lot of games. Games like this and Half-Life 2 that were kind of built with the intention of having like the physics be like a enormous part of the game's design, like having levels kind of designed around the physics engine versus the opposite way around. So it does a lot of cool shit. And it's a really good game, and it's a lot older. I mentioned this is my first time playing it, so I'm late to the party, but better late than never. Oh, if lights are flickering, that means shit's about to get weird. And a good weird, obviously, but weird for sure. But thank you again to everyone for joining in. Holy shit, all these nice people popping in from clearly an awesome streamer. Because a few things, if you're a friend of Goblin, then you're already a friend of mine, because Goblin's is a cool dude. And also, yeah, Mario Kart, Animal Crossing, like, dude, what the heck? That sounds incredible. Excellent game list, honestly. Animal Crossing in America, yeah, excellent stuff. Had everyone on the island, hell yeah. That's my favorite thing, is like having everybody partying on the island with you, like taking fun photos and stuff like that. Shit's wonderful, man. I love that shit. It's so good. A little bit of everything, hell yeah. Big ol' island tour. Now, can I ask Persephone? Well, I'll ask two things if I can be selfish. Do you have any pictures that you can share, like that you can post in the chat, like links to them? And then second, what's the thing you're proudest of with your island? Where it's like whenever you have your homies visiting your island, you're like, yo, check out this cool bomb ass thing. Like, here's my crown jewel. Or if you want to tell me about your second favorite thing, because if you don't want to spoil it, if you don't want to be like, ooh. Like, I saved the best for last. You gotta come to my island to see it in person. What? The long man. I sometimes forget that notification happens. Thank you, freaking Jim, coming in hot. I don't want to talk too much because I love that notification so much. Jim, what the heck? Thank you very much, my friend. That catapults us up a whole bunch of extra life points as we have up in the top left. Thank you very much, Jim. 5 gift subs. What the heck, dude? That's so kind. What the heck, man? Thank you very much, Jim. You know, Jim, you heard me say it a bunch of times. Spending money never required, never expected. I'm just happy you're here, man. But thank you for that. Holy shit, that's so nice. You are a homie through and through. Thank you so much, my dude. Like I said, if you're here right now, if you're hearing my voice, I think you're cool and you get my love and admiration free of charge, no money necessary. But of course, that is very much appreciated. When above and beyond the Call of Duty. Is the game scary? It definitely has some spooky moments for sure. There's like psychological horror stuff that happens with like paranormal stuff. We're chasing a guy that has paranormal superpowers. We're also being watched by this apparent like the spirit, I guess, of a little girl who is causing strange and spooky happenings happen around us. So yeah, I would say it tickles the spooky bone pretty well. But this is really good. Dig it some Mortal Kombat. Have you seen the new movie, by the way, Series Free? Because I've heard the new movie is pretty good. But thank you. Thank you, my goodness, Jim. That's so freaking nice of you. That is so freaking kind. That's so freaking sweet of you. That is extraordinarily generous, because that's a lot of money, man. 5 gift subs. That's a lot of money, but thank you. My goodness. That is so freaking nice. Tons of flowers. Excellent. Excellent. You can never have too much of those, honestly. But yeah, thank you. Thank you again to Jim. That's seriously very generous. Got chosen. That's correct. Yes, you were chosen. That's excellent. But yeah, the Turtle Beach, that sounds wonderful. That sounds like a good photo op for sure. Suggest a poll. Ooh, I like this. This is a good poll suggestion. Give me 1 second, I'll get it set up. Dashboard. Whoops. Yeah. We haven't done a good poll in a minute, so yes, this sounds great. Because, yeah, that's something that I could see people having opinions on for sure. New poll, here we go. So, who's hotter? Solid Snake, helps if I spell it correctly, or Dante? Featuring Dante from Devil May Cry. Alright. Duration, 5 minutes. Start poll. Alright, there we go. Hopefully it's up. It should show. There we go. It should show on the top there. Thank you. Thank you to Jim for redeeming the redeemable poll option. Redeemable channel point thingamajig. New movie's good though. Yeah, I've heard mostly good things. I remember seeing that some reviews. Whoa. Oh, geez. What the heck are you? I've never seen one of you before. It's weird because I automatically went into slow-mo mode. Oh. And I was like, why did I go into slow-mo mode automatically? Actually, no, I have seen one of these guys before. But it's been a minute. Slow-mo on this guy. This guy's almost dead, I think. Could you please be dead, please? Oh, I'm backed up into a corner, that's why. It's like, why can't I move? Got his ass. Wow. Yeah, fighting these guys is tricky. We've only fought one of those before, and it was in a much more open environment. But yeah, having it be close quarters like that makes it scary. But anyway, yeah, for the new Mortal Kombat movie, yeah, I've heard like that it didn't get great reviews in some places, but every person I've talked to, every human person I've talked to, loved it. So it seems like for fans of the series, it's great. Maybe for like people who've never heard of Mortal Kombat, it wouldn't be great. But I mean, I don't know. I feel like if you're going to see a movie like Mortal Kombat, people should hopefully know what they're getting themselves into. So it's kind of a niche thing. Like how he was breaking through doorways as he was crashing through. That's kind of a nice touch. I guess the environments are like somewhat destructible in that sense. Because you've never fought with those guys in this close quarter of a situation. Whoa! Extra life dono. Oh, from Bersamani. What the heck? Thank you. What in the world? That's a lot of money. Jesus, thank you for that generous donation. My goodness. That is so very kind of you. Holy shit. Here, let me check to see if there was a donation message alongside that, because that's very generous for somebody. Not only did you raid me and follow me, but you hit us with the freaking extra life dono. That is sick. Thank you very much for that, my friend. Holy shit. That is so freaking kind. You see if there was a donation message tied to it. It's totally fine if there wasn't, obviously, but I just want to make sure I don't miss anything, because I know sometimes there'll be like a fun message attached to it. But thank you for somebody. That is so freaking generous of you. My goodness, that's a lot of money. $25, man. That's a lot of money. Thank you very much, and thank you again for that raid and for sharing your clearly very sweet and wonderful community with me. It's very generous of you, and I appreciate. You know, I recognize you've probably never heard the channel or anything before, so it's like, you know, I know it's kind of taking a chance when it comes to rating someone you've never heard of before, but I appreciate you taking the chance on me and sharing your wonderful community with me, because it's very much appreciated. And of course, needless to say, but I will say it just because there are folks here that might not have heard of Extra Life, 100% of what you donated goes right to Children's Miracle Network. I don't take a cut, and Extra Life doesn't take a cut either. So it all goes towards Children's Miracle Network. Extra Life is just like a fundraiser for Children's Miracle Network, so it's not like one of those things where, you know, certain percentages of it go to like some other corporation or some other business or anything. It's all going to CMN, and they do excellent work all year round to help sick and injured children throughout the entire North American continent, not just the United States, but also Canada. So they are a excellent organization, and well, Children's Miracle Network, that is. Excellent organization, and I'm always proud to say that that's where the Extra Life fundraising goes. They're the beneficiary of the Extra Life fundraising. So that CMN is excellent stuff, and they do great work. And I'm always happy to name drop them whenever the Extra Life conversation comes up, and it comes up pretty frequently. But thank you very much, personally. That was so freaking sweet of you. And thank you everyone for joining in, by the way. So freaking kind. Kool-Aid Man. Yeah, giant robot Kool-Aid Man. Not as much gore. Yeah, that's exactly it. When I think of Mortal Kombat, I think of like gratuitous violence. So maybe they could up that in the sequel. It sounds like they have at least opened up a possibility for a sequel, the way that the lore happens with that game, with the movie. Almost said that game. Yes, yeah, where you play the movie, the game. Still pretty sick though, yeah. You didn't like it too much, Lucky most? That's all that. Yeah, see, it, like for some people, apparently it is divisive. Not for everyone though. Yeah, I mean, because I would imagine if you're not a Mortal Kombat fan, it probably wouldn't be quite as exciting. I love. Oh, that's sweet of you to say, Persephone. I'm grateful to everyone for being here. By the way, this is. I'm like an hour and a half into the stream, and I'm already having a great time. But holy shit, that's so freaking sweet. Gobby has amazing recommendations. Goblin, I'm trying to remember if I've gotten a chance to raid anybody that you've recommended to me. I think there was one person you recommended to me not too long ago, and then they went offline. Oh boy, they went offline shortly before I went to raid them. So I feel like I've yet to experience the Gobby recommendation. Maybe I'm wrong though. I know that you are also a friend of Praise That Moon. We've raided her a bunch of times, and she is an awesome human being. There's other lads. We got that guy. He got. But there was other boys. Oh, there's the other boy. There he is. The boy's in my lawn, or on my lawn. Something about milkshakes. I don't know. But oh wait. I see you. It's like whack-a-mole. There we go. Except the hammer is like a spike gun, which is so brutal. But yeah, sounds good, Nugget. Thank you again for everyone for being here. I do recognize that it's getting kind of late, so people have to hop off. I know, of course, it's a Tuesday night, so people have other obligations, whether it be work or school or anything in between. I totally get it. I will not be offended, or I won't be sad if people have to hop off. I don't want people to think like, oh, Alex will be sad if the view count goes down. It's like, no. I totally get it. I'm just glad that people that were here in any capacity, because it's very much appreciated. And yeah, thank you all for joining in. This is so freaking fun. Also, I feel way behind in chat. Let me scroll down real quick. The Long Man Saga. Yeah, the whole like 7-minute YouTube video summary. Because yeah, I don't know who first showed the Long Man to me. Who first showed me their Long Man? Oh my! But I remember later that day, so I watched all 4 videos, however many it was, like that 7-minute compilation. Then I showed it to my girlfriend. I showed it to Grace, and she was like, "This is fucking incredible," and it's like a legit good advertisement. She's a graphic designer, so she like has had a lot of experience in like marketing firms and graphic design firms, that kind of stuff. So she's like, in addition to it being a hot meme, it's also like a legit good advertisement. So it's like fun and silly. It has like the feel good kind of like mostly wholesome qualities to it, and it actually sells the product. So it's like that just checks all the boxes, baby. Come over to her streams. I absolutely will. I absolutely will. Yeah, after the stream, I'm gonna hit her with the follow just because, yeah. Sounds like an excellent time. The clean sweeps, baby. Absolutely. I'm always like, yeah, exactly. I was streamed so late, exactly. We did try to raid, but yeah, we would end too early, or I would end too late, rather. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's reputation. That's right. That's right. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go for another, I would guess 2-ish hours, maybe slightly lower than 2 hours, but yeah, probably 2-ish. Lately I've been wrapping up at like 12:30 or 1 Central Standard Time, because that's where I am. By the way, I'm wondering where we go next, because I don't know if I can make that jump. Because yeah, this is where we came from. Not sure where else we could go. I guess I could try to make the jump. I think there was a save that happened, unless I can like jump out of these windowsills. Maybe I can make the jump. Maybe I mean if I jump doesn't lend much confidence. Maybe I can like break these things here. What if I fall down? It'll be murder forever. What if I like? Here we go. Up. Oh, what a gamer. Okay, so maybe that wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. I was thinking like it was going to be a scary jump and I would barely make it, but I think that was more generous than I was thinking that would be. But yeah, sounds good. Thank you again to Persamony for that incredibly generous raid. And the follow, and the freaking gifts subs from Jim, and multiple people that followed as well. Thank you everyone for joining in. That's so freaking kind. Persamony, I gotta say, I haven't had a chance to watch your channel yet, but I can tell already you've got an excellent community. And people have good taste and stick around with your community and chilling with your peeps. Cause I can usually tell like pretty early on when, you know, someone raids or when someone like pops in for the first time. It's like, oh yeah, this person has some cool people in their orbit. It's like when Vivi raided us when we were doing Ocarina of Time rando with JD and the boys. I remember thinking like, oh yeah, this person, like, she's got a cool community. Same thing with Grolvana. It's like, oh yeah, this dude's like, some people just have that natural knack for just having really cool people in their orbit. Just like they just draw cool people to them and just kind of have that kind of energy. And it's like, oh yeah, Persamony's one of those. I mentioned Praise Moon, she's another one of those. Like, there are just some streamers and some community people that just have like that. They just got the knack. Just all it is, man. It's just the knack. The Awakened Cthulhu, oh yeah. So the Awakened Cthulhu thing, it's just there just to be a meme, just because the channel point number that I put in is, I want to say mostly impossible to reach. Because it would be like, it's something like 1 billion channel points, and unless there was some kind of way to like cheat the system, whoa boy, it would be incredibly unlikely to meet that goal. Just because, you know, you accrue channel points something like 50 every half hour or something like that, or maybe it's 50 every 50 minutes or something like that. So, you know, you do accrue channel points fairly quickly, but the average human being only lives for like 2.5 billion seconds. So the amount of stream time required to accumulate that many channel points would be absurd. I guess if there was like stream voting, or the what's it called, the channel point betting or channel point voting function, if that were being utilized a bunch, then maybe you could squirrel enough away. Or if you somehow gained rights to my channel as the streamer, because when you're the streamer you have infinite channel points, that might do it. Oh, they're right. Oh, and I'm dead. I was like, man, where are they? I could hear their voices. So yeah, so basically I just created that channel point goal as just like a meme goal, just to be silly. That's like a funny, silly meme goal that was only there as an upper bounds that won't ever get reached realistically, but I just wanted something to be fun. There's a number of other streamers that I follow where they have something similar on their channels, where they'll have like a super high channel point goal that seems ridiculous, but if they don't make it ridiculous enough and don't make it like hard to reach enough, whoa, we got launched, then you know, what if it does get reached, then they have to do something with it. Like, you know, what if, because for some of theirs it's like, oh, they have it set as like, I'll delete my channel, or I'll shave my head, or I'll you know, or I'll play a game that I'll hate, you know, or something like that. And it's like, I don't want to commit something to something that I, you know, would regret legit. So I'll just set it as like a meme goal, and if it ever does get redeemed, then well, I guess I'll have to do exactly what the thing says. I guess I'll have to go to the lost city of Rallier and utter the forbidden incantation to plunge the world into a realm of unheard of darkness. So, you know, just minor things. So, but yeah, like, I don't really have anything set up for it. It was just like, just there for funsies. Just there for funsies as like an unreachable, unattainable, but very silly and somewhat scary sounding goal. I think, yeah, we're starting to get bad guys. I mentioned this earlier. When you start to get bad guys that have like higher power weapons, like really high power weapons, these guys have those lasers, and those lasers are awesome, but they're scary because they take like 1,000,000 health off of you if you're not careful. Whoop. There we go. Also, you have to make the jump noise. If you don't make the jump noise, you won't jump as far. The fact that we're seeing these lads with the big lasers means we might be approaching the end of the base game, the main game. Because, you know, when bad guys have weapons that high power, that's usually a sign that shit's getting real. Shit's getting real, fam. Solid Snake is hotter than Dante, which is, you would probably get my vote, honestly. It's the beard. I'm a beard man. What can I say? Through and through. I'm a little bit biased, but you didn't hear that from me. Jim, it reminds me of that quote from Metal Gear Solid 1. He's like, telling Meryl, you've got a great butt. My Snake impression needs some work, obviously. Everyone's really nice, yeah. Yeah, I can tell, yeah. Excellent community. They're both pretty good. Yeah, I mean, they're both dreamboats, let's be honest. Yeah, absolutely. Good kind of aesthetic feeling, for sure. For sure. The nut button? This nut button right here? There it is. That was a free nut. A free nut. No channel points necessary. I just did it. The double nut. Oh, we don't even consider the double nut, man. The double nut, that's like for special occasions. And by that I mean just whenever it wants it, I'll just give him the double nut just because I'm a generous nutter. The correct amount of seconds. Yeah, it's something like that. It's probably like 2.57 or something like that, but somewhere around there. I remember looking it up one time. Oh yeah, and that's a good point too. Yeah, for someone who doesn't know, not familiar with Lovecraft or Cthulhu stuff. Also, I saw my own shadow and I got spooked by it. I saw that shadow on the left side of the screen and I was like, oh. But yeah, for those who've never heard of Lovecraft or have never like played or watched any movies or read any of his short stories. Yeah, Lovecraft is if you've ever seen the like I think he's right there. Is there a dude? I can't really tell if there's a dude. There's a dude. He's the dude with like the big octopus, big scary octopus god that you might see in like various internet circles. Man, these guys got lots of health. Ouch. Got one. There's at least a few more in windows. I know better than to be too confident out here, because once we pop out, more will decide to get us. The fact that they're giving us lots of laser ammo means I think they're expecting us to use laser ammo more. The nut button, you got it, homie. There's the nut for you, my friend. Sounds good, Adam. Thank you again for popping in. Like I said, I will talk to you tomorrow after work, my man. Yeah, mind melting monster. Exactly, yeah. A full-time RuneScaper for 10,000. Yeah, exactly. It's like, that's a pretty outrageous goal, and it's very unlikely for it to ever happen. But yeah, like, what if it does happen? Then you're kind of committed. I mean, it's not like you've signed a blood oath, obviously. You know, it's not illegal to renege on a process like that, or a promise rather. But it would certainly be looked down upon, obviously, and it's just kind of a like, well, now I've bitten off more than I can chew kind of situation. You know, my face has written a check that my ass can't cash kind of situation. So I don't want to overpromise in that sense. Yeah, here's the lad that got me last time. I'm trying to keep from using my laser too much just because we still don't have a ton of ammo for it. Probably have to drop a penetrator eventually just because we're only a few bullets left on it. I saw one more lad moving around. There was that one guy I did get a quick headshot on while we were undetected. But I think he might have detected me right as I fired. I think it was this guy right here. There we go. Okay, I think we got it. Maybe so that looked like a bullet was fired. Shots fired. 4 bullets left, by the way, on the penetrator, so we'll have to drop this pretty soon. Oh, you want the rapid nut? There it is. I don't do the rapid nut for everybody. The rapid nut, that's, you know, you have to, you know, usually when you get to know somebody a little bit, get to know someone, and I think that was that a really good gun? It looks fancy. Repeating cannon? That sounds fancy. Oh, I haven't seen this gun before. It looks fun. Scary but fun. Scary but fun. Scary but fun. But yeah, the rapid nut, the double nut's like, yeah, that you know, it takes some familiarity. You know, it's like I can't just double nut for anybody. You know, I have to get to know somebody fairly well. Need to, you know, be familiar with them, know their, you know, what makes them tick, what their likes, their dislikes. You know, maybe go out on a nice steak dinner. You know, have just a nice chill time with them before you bust out the rapid nut. You know, it's like you wanna make sure you're ready. Don't wanna go all willy-nilly in these kinds of situations. So I didn't kill anybody except everything exploded apparently when I ran away. These guys have a lot of health, and I have a ton of ammo for the shotgun, so I can be as irresponsible as I want. See your little head poking out. I know this is not a very efficient use of the shotgun. That's not necessary. I've got enough slow motion charge up. I think I can close the gap. That'll kill the shit out of him. He gets launched into the damn stratosphere. Did he ever land? Oh, I think he went. Oh, there he is. Record scratch. Yep, that's me right there. You're probably wondering how I got in this situation. Well, we got another one. Lift off. Woo! Now, the other guy didn't actually hit the ground. He like fell, well, he hit the ground, but just much further down below, I think. Where are you, homie? I actually don't see him. I have no idea where he landed. Maybe he like exploded when he hit the ground or something. That was ridiculous. Redeem it twice super quickly. Oh yeah, then I would definitely do the double nut for sure. Yeah, or you can just ask out loud, and usually I'll do it. You know, I don't really have a hard set rule with the nut button. It's just there as a hot meme, so it's just there for funsies. Out of ammo for commentary, yeah. And I know I am kind of playing kind of slow, honestly. So I know that it's you know, for people who know the game really well, I know it might be a little bit silly the way I sometimes really take my time to like drink in the game, just because there's a lot to drink in and a lot to appreciate. This is a game that definitely is worthy of savoring. Yeah, VIP, yeah. Now, like I said, like if someone's like, "Can I get an extra nut?" I'll usually do it, just because I'm a generous nutting individual. I'm very nutty. Homie exclusive. SR rifle is better for DPS. Yeah, the repeating cannon sounds awesome. I'm holding that for like the big guys because it looks ginormous and scary. Rapid nutting with the person. Exactly. You want to make sure you have like an emotional connection. You know, a good rapport with them. I don't want to be known as one of those lads who just, you know, nuts willy-nilly. Although the way that I do hit the nut button, I do kind of nut willy-nilly. So maybe I am one of those streamers. Let's see, were there any other lads? We took down a lot of dudes. It seems like they mostly had the rifles, and like Jim said, the rifle is really good. I don't really use the rifle that much because it's a very good weapon, but I kind of like the sillier, weirder weapons more. Even though they're less practical a lot of the times. I mean, I guess the shotgun is the least weird gun that I have right now. But yeah, the other is like the laser gun that I have and the giant rifle. Or the giant laser thing. Or the giant cannon, rather. Speaking of which, here's all the laser ammo, because we killed all these guys from across the wall over here. Realistic spread, yeah. Yeah, I do like the spread in the shotgun. It is very nice. And very reliable. Interesting, like, outfit for these guys. I guess this is like a new tier of bad guys, because I don't think we've seen this particular outfit before. Or if we have, it was from too far away and I just didn't notice it. Where'd the skeleton go, man? Is it right behind you? Is it inside of you all along, Corey? Oh shit, that's where shit gets real scary. Corey, can we change the subject? All this talk of skeletons, it's kind of spooking me out a little bit, man. I'm starting to freak out a little bit, man. These skeletons. It's good to see you, by the way, dude. Oh, I hear friends. Now this is, yeah, so I just did a full lap. I heard recon, which whenever I hear a bad guy say that, I always think of Half-Life 1. The things that these soldiers, the military lads, will bark at each other. The Darkness is another one. Yeah, I think I might have that one on Steam. I remember when that came out and it looked hella cool. I had a friend who was big into the graphic novel series. And I've heard it's really good. I think they only made the one game, unfortunately, because the game looked sick. And I remember it was reviewed well, but I guess it didn't sell particularly well because I think they only made the one. But yeah, I think I would like it because it was from the same general era as this game, I think. Just gonna let that do its thing. Yep. That was very satisfying. Oh, not done though. Press the wrong button 3 times in a row. Just at least 2 lads left. Can't say I'm terribly surprised. Neither can I. Is that a bad guy? That is a bad guy. We know there's at least one more where that came from. Just gonna see if he's in this room. I have no idea where he is. No fucking way. That's what I'm saying. Get some more armor. Exploding a dude, but his skeleton is still there. Yeah. I joked earlier about Dragon Ball Z with regards to this game because whenever you go into slow-mo and kill bad guys, I don't know if it's a bug or what, but there's this weird thing where there's like gigantic dust clouds sometimes. Not always, but a lot of times. So you move through slow motion view and there's like giant dust explosions. So it's like I think about Dragon Ball Z when, you know, the big bad guy is being fought by the big good guy. And there's the moment where one or both of them try to hit each other. Like, you know, big good guy tries to hit big bad guy. And there's like this big explosion. There's this big dust cloud that billows up. And then like the person who did the attack is like, yeah, I really got him. I'm glad I defeated the bad guy. And then they go, wait a second. And there's that anime zoom in. And then when the dust clears, like 13 episodes later, the target of the attack is standing there with their arms crossed, completely unscathed. And they're like, you didn't think you could kill me that easily, did you? I don't know the names, but that's like, it's kind of like that, but with a skeleton at the end. Like, their flesh has fallen away, but the skeleton is still talking with the same voice, and they're like, you didn't think you could get rid of me that easily, did you? And then then they like run towards you astonishingly fast, like faster than a human could run, but because they're unweighed down by the weight of their flesh, they can move quicker. I think that's official skeleton lore, right? The skeletons can move faster because they're not weighed down by those unnecessary bodily organs and skin that just get in the way. Pretty sure that's how it works. Tell them to break a leg because they have a cast, but I'm tish. I wish I had a rim shot notification noise or like a command that I could just hit on demand. There's 2 of them. Oh, okay. More streamlined story. I gotcha. Hire me for the voice. That's sweet of you to say. I feel like my voice game is not that great to say, but it is fun to meme about from time to time. Also, I see we have an MS Paint comic. A comic, by the way, not just an MS Paint challenge, but the full comic by my man JD, which means we do a 4-panel display on a story of his choosing. So I'm curious to see what this is going to be. Let me do this. Let me jump down. Actually, no, let's go and do this now. This is probably as good of a time as any. An angry bee. Oh god, what's up? Yo, what's up, Derek? Good to see you, bud. Yeah, sucking off an angry bee sounds like an unpleasant time for anybody. Yeah, it's something I wouldn't want to do. I mean, I've never tried sucking off a bee, phrasing, but it's something that I don't think I would enjoy too much. Y'all need Jesus. And so does Kirby. Yeah, yeah. Kirby's powerful enough, he could probably suck him up too and get Jesus powers or something. Alright, so it sounds like we need to jump down there. If we land on the mattress, maybe we won't take fall damage. I was looking to see if there were any other paths. I see the fire escape over that way, but I don't think we can make that jump from this window here. In fact, I don't even think we can jump out the window if we wanted to. Seems like that's where we're going eventually, though. Am I a robot now? Uh-oh. Hope I'm not a robot. 2 hours of sleep. Oh, I'm sorry, Stream of Chocolate. That doesn't sound like a very long sleepy times. I remember you saying at one point on Sunday, leading into Monday morning, that yeah, you had like work early in the morning hours. So I do hope that you have some chance to get some legit rest, because yeah, there have been multiple occasions where yeah, I like subsist on 2 or fewer hours of sleep, and I know all too well how miserable that can be. So I do hope you're able to get some real rest. So much of the dirt and grime. Now, believe it or not, I do have all the settings turned up to max for the graphics and whatnot. So this is as pretty as the game can look out of the box, at least. Which is to say, it still looks okay, I think. Oh, there's Alice, by the way. But yeah, some of the textures are a little gritty. Oh, there he is.
She smells nice.
That's Fettel, and he's got her. Of course, he has her. Of course, unsurprising. Now we have the zoomed in mode, by the way. The zoomed in mode, which means I don't have. Okay, I do still have slow mo, but I don't have flashlight anymore. So, which means we're gonna have some dialogue things probably for a little while. Whoa! Had a vision of Alma, just there in the elevator. Okay, now we're back to sort of normal. Actually, no, we still have like the blurred vision thing, but I have my flashlight now.
She told me so many things.
Uh-oh. Alright, so the question is she dead? Or was that blood already there? Okay, yeah, so she's not dead. Hopefully. Unless that's a sign of things to come. Hopefully that wasn't foreshadowing. So Fettel is presumably he has her. Unless this is just a vision we're having of him. Maybe it's illusions, but presumably this means that he does have her. 2 hours is good. Oh man, I mean, maybe for some people. Maybe some people can function on small amounts of sleep better than I can, but yeah, I can't do super well on like teensy amounts of sleep. Yes, here we go. Here we're getting more into the spooky stuffs. These spooky visions of, presumably it's like a hospital, I guess. There's Alma. Ooh. Did she keep me backwards, or is the hallway just expanding? Very blurry. What was that? Oh. I never actually know what those zombie lads, because we've had those zombie lads with other visions from Alma and whatnot. I never know if I'm supposed to shoot them. Like if anything bad happens when they reach us, because they look like they're going for us. So it's like I wanna like, you know, I wanna like be safe. I wanna like try to take it seriously, because I really like those visions and whatnot. They remind me a lot of like Eternal Darkness and other games that do similar sequences like that. I think it's so freaking sweet. Went to bed at 9, headed to school. Oh, only 10 minutes of sleep. Yeah, I mean, power naps are great, but like if that's all you got, then it's tough to keep it going for sure. When you're young and you know, and your body's more able to take it, that's you know, that's one thing I suppose. But you know, I'm in my 30s. I'm 32, so it's harder for me to bounce back after small amounts of sleep. Yes, filthy hobbits is to a whole new level. Exactly. Yeah. The dirty chat. Dirty in a good way, of course. That's what I mean. This is the expansion. This is still the first game, although I think we're getting close to finishing the first main game, at which point we'll then start the expansion. Because, yeah, someone asked previously if this game had, like, spooky moments, and yeah, the sequences with Fettel and or Alma are usually pretty nice and spooky. Interesting that whenever we get sequences with Fettel, it seems like Alma's not too far behind. Because there were multiple indications that he was looking for somebody. He, like, very early on in the game, he said that he's looking for her. And I'd assume that he meant he was looking for Alma. Maybe he was looking for Alice all this time. Some dirty urinals, by the way. Very nice. So I guess this might mean that I'm to jump out this way. Oh, that's exactly what we're doing. This is probably the end of the level if I had to guess. Yeah, end of the level. So we'll start the next one then. Disconnected from server? But there was no server. Hold up, give me 1 second. We got caught up on chat. Just gonna guess that was just the game being weird. Want the wide boy cam? You got it. Let's get the wide boy cam going on. Bam. That's not wide boy. Bam. There we go. There's wide boy. I feel so wide. I have this for another about 5 or so minutes. Surround sound, volume pumped up. Nice. Yeah. I have my surround sound speakers on right now. Although I think with the way that I have my audio configured for the stream, it might not put all the noises around me, but I do have them cranked up pretty good. Because yeah, my speakers aren't huge. My speakers are kind of small. Normally you'd be able to see them off to the side here. Right, like right here. This is one of my speakers, so they're not gigantic, but they get the job done. Yeah, we're getting to the late game for sure. Do I scare easily? I would say like in times like that where Alma, we had that vision of Alma in the elevator. It was like, ooh, it wasn't like a, you know, like a freak out, but it was definitely like, it got me. It got me. It wasn't like a holy shit moment, but it was a good one though. It was a good one. I like those like just little spooky mini moments they like toss in. Having something. Oh man. Well, Serious Freak, if you have to hop off, I won't be offended. If you have to get some rest, I definitely encourage people just to prioritize their own health and their own comfort. So if anybody, this goes for anyone obviously, but if you have to hop off and get some sleep, it's getting late for some time zones in particular, so I won't be offended at all. It's totally fine. You want to shoot them no matter what? Okay, cool. Yeah. And they won't tell you. Okay, so yeah, sometimes they do pose a real threat. That makes sense. Oh yeah, that's another thing too, Victoria. I have some friends that they were in the military, and yeah, they, for better or for worse, were conditioned to function very well on little sleep, and that it sounds exhausting. It sounds fucking awful, because yeah, insomnia is like on a whole new level. That is a nice number of years, by the way, Serious Freak. Hell yeah. She's not too far behind. Yeah, exactly. It seems like she's either following us or we're following her, but it's like usually she's nearby, either Fettle or us. Just about all the time. Yeah, the Alma stuff, I really like the Alma stuff. I really like it. I really like the sequences, like how they play out. Urban Decay, there it is. Wait a second, isn't this the same level we did earlier? Can I say checkpoint? Uh-oh. Do I have to rebeat that whole level? I guess that wouldn't be horrible because we pretty much know how to get through it, but it's kind of unfortunate because that does set us back quite a bit of a ways. I'll just try to go fast. The levels are pretty quick for the most part anyway. And I really like these action sequences, so I'm not sad to redo them. Lost progress doesn't feel too bad in this game when, you know, just the gameplay is just really satisfying. Weird that it crashed and it said disconnected from server. It's like, homeboy, there is no server. Or there shouldn't be, at least, for single player. Can't quite see him very well. Oh, there he is. I think that means there's only one left. Got his ass, nice. Looks like a good speaker. It's okay. My speaker system right now is just like, it's all right. It gets the job done. I'm actually thinking that eventually I'll probably want to upgrade, but configuring audio and speakers and whatnot is kind of an arduous process, so I'm in no hurry. But when these speakers die out, I will probably replace them with something nicer. I got them when I got my computer built for the first time back in 2012, so they're about 9 years old. And they're fine. It's just fine, but they're not great. So eventually, since I listen to a lot of music and I like good audio, I could stand to get, like, you know, some nice speakers, but not like crazy expensive, obviously. The ones I have are just, you know, they're solid. They get the job done. The Alma stuff, yeah. I really like it. But yeah, I'm not surprised that it gets weird and freaky in the later games. Not the slightest bit surprised, just because I really like how they convey the Alma stuff in this game. And I have high hopes that they, you know, crank it up several levels in the subsequent titles. This guy he's just chilling. Sounds me weird. Okay, yeah. Hopefully, yeah, anybody can, if there is sound issues on the stream end, feel free to let me know if, yeah, if you're seeing any strange behaviors. But hopefully it should be fairly chill on the stream end. So yeah, feel free to let me know if there's any audio shenanigans. Ouch. Damn it. It takes a lot of shots. Seems like bad guys have that sometimes randomly. Well, let's take a lot of shots to kill. Or I'm barely missing and I'm just not, like, really noticing necessarily. What kind of freaky? Oh, the freaky. She's watching. Yeah, she's always. It wouldn't surprise me, yeah, if she was just like tracking her movements constantly. If she was able to see what we sees in some way, it would not surprise me. Also, whenever I see an open elevator, I want to like peer in to see if I get any more Alma visions. Connection to Skynet, yeah. But the guys up there, I don't think they drop their guns at all. You know that more lads will pop into these windows once we get close. Just how we got that one time. Oh, that was a quick shot, quick kill. Eventually there would be lads over there. Let's just see if I can hit him real fast. Do we get him? You sure? Yep, you got me. Yeah, I'm dead. I call over to the guys. The worst part with the snipers. Yeah, I don't mind the snipers too much. I mean, it is a little bit slow and arduous, but even like the slow stuff, I don't mind, just because the combat in this game just feels so good. Just totally shot the wall. Very good. I think he's the last of his kind, isn't he? Got his ass. Oh, I was wrong. Need backup. That means just one more. Oh, is that him? That is him. Confirmed right when he shot me. Let's do that then. I'll just turn into a skeleton. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. It's actually kind of convenient because that gives us a chance to bust this bad boy out now. We got this big fancy gun. They crank it up in the second game. Excellent. To the detriment. Yeah, I could see where some people might not like the Alma stuff. I love it though. But within the narrative, yeah, that's good. Yeah, it's not just egregious, but like there's reason for it. Gets a little bit light, yeah. Well, and again, let's avoid spoilers. I mean, yeah, I know that there's some really unsavory stuff, and just as a fair warning, it's like I no one's in trouble obviously, but it's like, you know, try to avoid that kind of discussion topic just because, you know, it's unsavory in a number of ways, obviously. But if it is something we'll have to confront though with the sequel, but to be honest, it'll probably be a bit before I get around to the sequel in this game, just because there's a bunch of stuff I want to stream once this one's done. Are you dead? You don't seem dead. He's definitely dead. Okay, I think now he's dead. But tricky going into this with not a lot of health. Oh, I'm dead already. Wow, that was quick. I thought I'd have a chance to throw a grenade and then pop out. I probably should be quick saving more often, shouldn't I? This is kind of tricky with this configuration that I've made for myself. There's a second lad. Him right there. He did. Yeah, those lasers do so much damage, and I don't really pay attention to my health sometimes. It's probably lower in health than I was thinking that I was, because I was thinking that, like, oh, I'm sure I could, you know, tank a few hits before I need to duck out of cover, but then it was like, oh, I'm insta-dead. So, that was a reminder that Those lasers do not mess around. Like, I functionally knew that they don't, but I just kind of not really considered it when it came time to get spicy. Sounds better. Okay, cool. Thank you, Victoria. I'm glad that you're back. But yeah, sounds good, Serious Freak. Thank you again for joining in, my friend. I hope you are able to get some rest, just because I know that, like I said, trying to function on very little sleep can be very, very uncomfortable sometimes. The snail's already... Oh, that's good. That is good then, yeah. Both down to Funky Town. Oh, he ducked down instantly. Is that his head? I really can't see. Should be ducking behind cover more often. It's a really accurate weapon when you're standing still. But the vision, like, there's no scope for it, obviously. Did that kill him? Nope. And now he's dead. Yep, I saw that. The telltale wiggle. The telltale body wiggle. Like Ceiling Cat, yeah, watching me. Well, I hope she's not watching me do that, but yes. What Ceiling Cat watches us do versus what Alma watches us do, hopefully are quite different. I don't think he was looking right at us yet. We got the instant kill from that guy, oddly enough. Ceiling Cat. I don't mind Ceiling Cat watching me. Probably because Ceiling Cat won't melt me into a skeleton like Alma does for other things and other people. There's another one. I heard the telltale death groan. Net 20 on your gun, roll max damage. Oh, yeah. Just one hit the entire mob, man. Ouch. Nice. I think that's the last one of that group. This is such a big gun. I feel like I need to be hanging on to it for the big guys, like the big robot lads. Oh, I never actually picked up the extra ammo for this, did I? Go back there, grab that real quick. And probably quick save, or just make a save rather, just because I don't want to like play this whole sequence a whole bunch of times. Big chunky gun. It looks impressive to say the least. Actually, that's about this. I've got a really good idea. Check out this really good idea that I have. Save the game. I have to like I'll just stick with that. It's fine. Since I only have 5 shots of this gun anyway, I might as well use them. Get our shotgun back. That is unnecessary. Whoa, they threw that thing far, didn't they? That guy's gonna die. Oh, maybe not. Just throw a grenade right there. Happy little grenade right there. Okay, it rolled way farther than I wanted it to, so maybe that happy little grenade didn't do what I wanted it. Oh, well, it still got me, though. Damn it. Thought that was gonna do it. Thought I was genius. Yeah, in the D&D game, right, JD? Because that's awesome. So you were saying that, oh, that was in your game. I didn't realize that there were guns in your game, JD. That's awesome. So you one-hit the mob in your game. That makes more sense. Also, what's up, Mr. Corruption? Now, do you want zoom along with wide, or do you just want zoom? Also, I will warn you, the zoom is not great for the current webcam configuration. The old webcam handled zoom like a boss. This webcam, it's amazing in every way except that the zoom is not perfect. I'll show you what wide plus zoom looks like. So here's what zoom does. It's not much. Again, I'll warn you. It's like, whoop. That's the most it does. It's kind of unfortunate. What if I uncheck this and this? Nope. Still the most it does, yeah. So zoom is kind of not great. So if you want to alter your properties, corruption, I will allow it. It is up to you. I just have to like keep my face close in view. Also, my hair's got this little spiky over here. You see this little hair spiky? Little point. Like I got anime hair or something. Yeah, oh yeah, no, I've been there before, Jim. It's like, yeah, crit, and then it's like damage is minimal. Or like you roll if you have to roll to confirm a crit, the second roll to confirm is like a 1 or like a 3 or something, which is just sad. 1d4 damage, okay, yeah. It'll do? Okay, cool, yeah. Yeah, because I know it's like, it's a very minimal zoom. It's weird because it's like the camera's tilted down. I feel like I have to like kind of slink down into my chin a little bit so my head fits in the space, because there's not a lot of space, obviously. So it's just lots of forehead. Lots of forehead, lots of my nose and my beard, and not much else. Shadowrun's always good. Shadowrun is always good as far as I'm concerned. You really can't go wrong. We'll actually be playing Shadowrun with the boys. Actually, I shouldn't say the boys because we also have Shelly. But we'll be doing Shadowrun with the friendos this Thursday, actually. In fact, Adam, our DM, was in here a little bit earlier. We were talking shop about things that we want to talk about for our game before the session on Thursday. I'm probably gonna meet with him digitally, obviously. Sometime tomorrow after work. Shot his fucking head off, hell yeah. And then bathed in his blood like a boss. One more dude. Okay, I mean, we killed another lad. Oh, and I sniped the other guy, that was it. Because previously we hadn't sniped the other dude. So he fell back this way, didn't he? I didn't see where he was, but yeah, we got him. We got him, friends. Zoomed and wide. I'm a zoomy wide boy. Okay, zoomer. I've never felt so close. Oh, we're getting intimate. Ooh. Intimate and personal. Hobbit's getting intimate with his viewers. Oh my. 18 plus. Now, we don't have a ton of laser ammo. Hoping that that'll change as we grab the goodies from these bad guys. I don't actually see where that guy dropped his gun. Here's some armor. That's very helpful. There's these two. There we go. Yep. And a little bit helps because we don't have a ton of this to go around. Maybe he didn't drop a laser. Maybe I grabbed it already without noticing it, but the more laser ammo, the betters. Peak, yeah, peak zoomed webcam power. Webcam wide cam power. For anybody who joins after webcam effects have been modified, I should just be like, yeah, what are people saying? This is my totally normal webcam. That's how it always looks. So my face is always this wide. I was born stretched out like this, apparently. That's correct, yeah, we also have the dress up hobbit. Oh, hello. The dress up hobbit channel point reward. Fucking liquid. Fucking mental the way we just mystify those guys, man, in a human soup. A powdery mist. Whoa, see you later. He's like, I regret nothing. Fucking Team Rocket blasting off again on that ass. They were climbing that ladder, which is interesting. I didn't know that AI could climb ladders, but it makes sense. The rooftops, yeah. Yeah, I kind of like these rooftop sequences. I can see why the snipers are not everyone's favorite. Snipers in video games, enemy snipers, at least in video games, are not always everyone's favorite. Melee, bam. Oh, I was hoping you'd go out the window. Wouldn't that have been dope? If you would have just crashed through the window like that. That was still pretty sweet, though. Born without a body. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, just mildly born without a body. Doctors were confused. It's like, well, the mother clearly gave birth, but, like, where'd the baby go? Did anyone see a freshly birthed baby rolling around somewhere? And then Goblin's like, I'm over here. Because Goblin could speak perfect English when he was born. I was there. I was very involved in the process. Here's some more armor, by the way. Very good. Okay, so that's what this was. Yeah, because we saw these lads. Can't get to those guns, at least not yet. There are mods for the flashlight for like to make the flashlight last longer. Because the flashlight I like in this game. I think it does a pretty good job. The only downside is that it does have limited battery life. Recharges fairly quickly, but yeah, I can see why it's not everyone's favorite video game flashlight. When I think of video game flashlights being controversial, I always think of the Doom 3 flashlight. The way that functioned. I mean, the flashlight was good, but the fact that you had to equip it specifically as opposed to having it duct taped to your gun, some people didn't like. And supposedly they fixed that, quote unquote, in the BFG edition, but then other people have since said that the flashlight mechanics in Doom 3 kind of makes sense for that game, like it was designed around it, so people may not like it necessarily, but that it is more or less what was intended. So the duct tape mod, or the duct tape functionality with the flashlight in the BFG edition kind of, maybe not ruin it necessarily, but they kind of like get in the way of the original vision for the game, so I understand that it's kind of come back around in that sense, because I know Doom 3 was maligned by many when it first came out, but now people have kind of come around to it now that they realize it's a solid game. Just for a Doom game, it wasn't what people were expecting, but apparently it's still pretty legit on its own. We get to see this scene again, by the way, which is kind of cool. Snipers and Siphon Filter, yeah.
Is this who you're looking for? She smells nice.
And I think it's actually him. Or we're having a vision, but I think that's actually him. I don't know for sure, because then in this room, well, for one thing. Oh, there we go. I was gonna say it didn't do it. Whoa! Friggin' Jim with the sub to Victoria. What? Thank you, Jim. Very much for that gift sub. That's so freaking kind. Holy shit, Jim. Thank you very much, my man. Dude, Jim, you've already done so much for me, man. You gifted like 5 subs earlier, man. Gifting the 6th one to Victoria. There's Alice. Oh, but nope. It was just a bunch of debris. Alice is fine. Maybe. Is that foreshadowing? Is that Fettel just messing with us? We don't know. What about this elevator with Alma? We don't know. It's still very mysterious, but still very engaging. But thank you very much, freaking Jim, for that gift sub. It's very, very kind of you, my friend. Also, Dinral, good to see you as well. Dinral, and of course I saw that you'd resubbed just on Sunday as well. Thank you for that as well, Dinral. Very, very kind of you, my friend. It's very, very generous of you. But thank you again, that gift sub. Holy shit. Very, very generous of you, man. I appreciate you, man. But yeah, Siphon Filter. I want to play Siphon Filter 1, which I've heard is very good. I do have it on the PS3, they're like, I guess the PSN specifically, the digital shop. I've got a digital version of it on my PS3, so it's a game I want to play at some point and probably stream eventually. Just downloaded all the information. Yeah, just every single one. And of course, Goblin, if your RAM is full, all you gotta do is download more RAM, obviously. As we all know. Downloadmoreram.com. Doom 3 flashlight, yeah. Well, I heard the flashlight itself was good, but yeah, like, it was annoying having to switch out. But it was off center. Oh, that's kind of annoying, though, yeah. Hold a gun and a flashlight. Yeah, especially, well, definitely for, like, one-handed guns. For rifles, I guess that's one thing, but yeah, obviously there are ways to do it. But yeah, my understanding is that people are more forgiving now in the Doom 3 flashlight thing, because it was a bit of a fiasco when the game first came out. People were very unkind, at first at least, but I think people have kind of wised up to a little bit more. There was a level, yeah, at least part of the game was kind of designed around it, so the BFG kind of gets in the way of that. I remember seeing the Hello Kitty one, Jim. I remember watching X Play and like G4 TV back in the day, G4 Tech TV. And I remember them showing off some of their favorite Doom 3 mods, and yeah, flashlight mods were one of those. One of the things that they featured very heavily, which is really cool. I remember the Hello Kitty one. I remember there are a few other ones, but the Hello Kitty one sticks out very vividly in my mind. The lads there kind of had like with Popeye arms. I hadn't even thought about that, JD, because I remember you said that last time and I wasn't sure what it was in relation to, but yeah, it was with the fellas we just saw earlier, and that they looked a little bit Popeye-esque. Oh, I should have saved first. Don't crash. Oh, shit. Crap, that's a problem. Alright, well, I saved here. I don't know what to do about this. If it's gonna keep saying disconnected to server. How's about this? Let's get to that point one more time. I should have saved right before I got to it. I forgot that window is where the level ends. Whoa. It just missed the throw. It's fine. Oh, he's not dead, but he is harmed greatly. Hey guys. Oh fuck! Hit me directly, by the way. I guess you had like the metal spike sticking out of his face. Yeah, it makes me a little bit concerned. I guess I could either try to resolve this on stream or try to just resolve it off stream. Try to, like, you know, do the bug fixing off stream to see what's going on here, because it makes me nervous if it's saying like disconnected to server. It seems like something's getting goofed. One more. There you are. Oh, I thought it was gonna be like right out of the open. The AI is smarter than to stay out in the open, though. They know better. They're wise to look for cover. There he is. Yes, you knew what was coming. Bam! Got his ass. But thank you again, by the way. Thank you again to Jim for that very generous sub. I want to make sure I'm giving credit where credit is due, because that's very generous and very kind. And then where's the big fancy? Oh, did I get the big fancy? Oh yeah, we got the good gun, the fancy gun. So then we can go through this little sequence here. Oh wait, no, first we grab the ammo, right? Because yeah, this was. Oh, okay. There's that ammo. Yeah. Try to blitz through this just because I took a lot of time when I went through this earlier. And I try to avoid repeated content when I can help it, but if the game is crashing out on me, I feel like my options are limited. I need to liquefy that guy, although I did get to remove his head just now. I like getting the news report in slow motion. Take cover, he says, to I think nobody. Am I wrong? Or is he by himself? I think he's by himself. Oh, he's not by himself. Is that a voice from down below, I wonder? Yeah, I like the slow motion voices. Oh, there's at least one more lad. That's full health, which is nice. Health extendo. Oh, it's the guys out here. Copy. Liquid. It's completely liquid. Human soup. There you are. I was waiting for the other guy to pop up, because I knew he was over there somewhere. It's like, where are these other voices coming from? That doesn't make sense. But yeah, there's the voices on like the news report, and then the voices on the radio too, which are really helpful, honestly. Like, it helps us if we listen, and it gives us indications on where the bad guys are, how many there are, if they know of our location, if they know what we're trying to do. Like, it's a lot of tactical advantage listening in, which is very helpful. Gives good glimpses into what they're doing. So we got the health power up. I think that was the only additional thing that we needed here necessarily. Can't get to that ammo as much as I've wanted to in the past. Go ahead and jump down then. People being used as like, yeah, it sounds like Fennel was like also a test subject. It sounds like Alma was at some point some kind of test subject or test study. and so is Fennel in some way. And obviously, there's a lot we just don't know yet, but between Project Origin and Project Perseus, sounds like that's what went down at some point, you know, before the events of this game took place. It led to Fennel having superpowers, as well as Alma, presumably, as well as Alma, whoever she is, because I don't even think we've learned her name. The only reason I know her name is because other people have told me in the chat, but... Unknown origin. Yeah, it's like you get it very, very briefly. So she does have a name. Apparently her name is Alma, but we still don't know very much about her. She permeates constantly.
She told me so many things.
And I wonder if she did actually tell him stuff. Because we know he's been trying to find Alice. With this sequence again. And then I'll save right before it ends. Yeah, the Wi-Fi went out. No, yeah, the wife didn't go out, it was the Wi-Fi. But yeah, it's just like the position, like the awkward positioning of his arms. Or the one arm, I guess, because yeah, it looks like more bulky. The way that it's kind of like, the way that, yeah, just the way like the camera is and the way that like the scene is framed. Alright, so, how's about this? Let's save the game. So what am I doing wrong here? I mean, presumably it's not a question of going out a different way. Not that I could if I wanted to. Disconnected from server every time. What if I... What am I doing wrong here? How's about this? Let me close the game. And then I'll relaunch it and try to reload that save again. That's very strange. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and take the webcam back to normal now. I feel like it's been at least 5 minutes. So we had a good little webcam silly time, which was good. Hit okay, and it'll probably flicker. There we go. Yeah, camera's back to normal. Let me relaunch the game and see if that gets past it. So if that doesn't do it, I'll have to try to, I guess, implement some live fixes. Some live bug fixing attempt, live debugging attempts to see what's going on here. Disconnected from server. It's like there is no server, I don't think. Needs to be even wider, yeah. It's like something I'm supposed to grab onto. I think you just hop out. Okay, I think that fixed it. Whatever was going on there. Very strange. There is a lore-friendly explanation. There were bodies. The dudes by the windows, that is? Or the dudes, like on the other side of the fire escape? Helicopter crash site. Yeah, it sounds like she's been captured. Again, unless he's just like playing with our minds, but I think it's assumed that yeah, he's got her. Okay. Every time I see like the any kind of heat source causing like the air wavy motions, I always think it's one of those cloaked lads, those cloaked enemies. Now, yeah, the wide camera stuff, that's just like a temporary webcam effect. I wouldn't want it to be there forever.
They're all over that area. Watch your back.
But just there for funsies whenever someone redeems the modify the webcam channel point redemption. Just as a temporary thing. I wouldn't want it there forever just because, you know, if it's there forever, then it's like, then I don't want to be permanently wide, just temporarily wide. Or temporarily zoomed in, or mirrored, or any of the other silly ones that we got. And we do have several silly ones. Not a lot of cover out here. So I'm trying to be careful. And a hydrate, absolutely. Amnesia with a hydrate, another good one. I don't always want to be wide, but I do always want to be hydrated. No admittance? No. They really mean it. Unknown origin. Oh. Interesting. Yeah, she was slowly walking towards someone. Looked like he was trying to get out of the room. Like he was trying to clutch at the doorknob or something. She was walking slowly towards him. Give him back, I wonder. Who has been taken that she wants back, I wonder? I don't know. I guess I'll have to find out. The hidden games, that's right. Corruption, yeah. Oh man, the hidden is so fun. That's such a fun game where it's kind of jank. It's got a lot of jank to it. It's kind of hard to control when you're the hidden dude, but it's so fun once you like kind of figure out the strats for it and find the ways to mess with people. There she is. Or she was, just a vision of her. Whenever you get the top left indicator that says like something unknown origin, some kind of communication from an unknown origin, can I line up both shots? Oh, wrong gun. Whoops. Okay, I guess I'll just get close then. I thought I had the laser out. I wanted to use the laser. I wanted to see if the laser could penetrate. Oh, please don't move and just let that happen. Oh, I threw it. It didn't go far enough, rather. Oh, I don't have any more grenades. Shit. Let's get the laser. There we go. Turn everyone into skeletons. Yeah, I want to see if the laser penetrates, because it'd be really cool if you could get 2 in 1 hit. Actually, that's about this. I want to know so badly. I'll reload the save just because I really want to find out. Also, if there was anything else we were supposed to see from that spooky moment. Yeah, it's like he's trying to escape. And I don't know who that is. And then when this happened... she giggled. So I guess that's a good thing. I guess that's a sign that she's not horribly mad at us. But just let me get close, that works too, I guess. And now that we know these guys are gonna pop out, I can position myself. Oh, give me a good nade. That's a pretty good one. There's still one guy back there. Maybe not. Alright, so I didn't get the laser possibly like I was hoping for, but that was still pretty satisfying. Even if it wasn't quite what I was expecting. Kind of fun, like, checking the signs in games like this. Bus passes, oh boy, yeah. I bet there's gonna be bad boys in that overpass, probably. Can't go that way, necessarily. But yeah, sounds good. Jim, thank you again for hanging out, man. And Jim, again, multiple gift subs. That's so freaking generous. And as always, I hope you know it. That kind of thing is never expected, but it is greatly appreciated. But have a great night, my man. I know it is getting late. I'm probably gonna be wrapping up in about half an hour, 40-ish or so minutes. A couple things I need to do before bed tonight, so I can't be up super late. I'm gonna see if we can finish the main game tonight if possible, but I don't know exactly what to expect. I just break these. Yes, we can. We can and we will. And another hydrate. You got it, Mr. Whale. What's up, buddy? Thank you for the hydration station, Mr. Whale. It's good to see you, bud. Oh, checkpoint. Very good. For some reason, whenever not always, but sometimes when I hear myself say the word checkpoint, I'm reminded of Diddy Kong Racing, the voice that says checkpoint in that game. Doing. Well, I did not see that coming, but I probably should have. I don't think I have any more names, do I? I have 0 names. 0 nads. Wish that I did. It's a lot of boys. Said nade out. They're getting wise by getting farther away from me. They know that I have a shotgun, which is only, you know, close range, obviously. So much dust. So many boys. Ouch. Take cover. Which way, he says. Is that a grenade? No, I think that was just a can of paint getting yeeted. I think we're just down to the lad back that way. If he gets close, then I'll just shotgun him, but if he stays far away, then I'll have to laser his ass. There's multiple lads still. Damn. They're being wise to not get close. Is that a dude? I can't damage him. Oh, he can damage me, though. Can't really flank when there's only one way forward, homie. But I am trying to murder, so you're not incorrect. Is that a dude? Is that an alive dude? I don't think it is. It's just, oh, it's a body of armor, or a selection of armor. Oh, I meant to get that guy. Oh, I think I just pulped him and hit the dude behind him. Woo! I think this isn't doing a lot of damage. It's very cool looking. It's not a ton of damage like I was hoping it would be. I think that was it, but it's a lot of dudes, and I lost a lot of health in that process. Lots of health packs, though, which is good because I need them. Make them P-stream. Oh, very good. All the water redeem potions. I mean, you gotta fuel them up, man. Yeah, if you know you're trying to encourage proper urethral recycling, then yeah, it's only fair that you, as their friend and or viewer, it is your obligation to make sure they're nice and well hydrated and nice and well lubricated. That way their next P session is nice and unproblematic, you know? Everything's nice and clear as it should be. No complications. Everything's nice and good. If anything, I'm sure they appreciate your involvement, Mr. JD, or Mr. Will. Yeah, kidney functions. Yeah, exactly. Things are getting filtered properly. It's very important. This is a lot of bad guys. Also, they give me a lot of materials to recoup, which I'm grateful for. Now, what is this? Oh, it's the rocket launcher. Do I like that more than this guy? I think I kind of do, actually. The triple rocket launcher is really good. I like the big cannon thing, but yeah, it's like, if I could find more ammo for it, it'd be great. But the way that I've found ammo for it so far, which is to say very little, to me indicates that it's supposed to be like an uber rare, super powerful weapon, but it's not as powerful as I was hoping it would be. The checkpoint, which I'm guessing means we're supposed to jump the fence. Also, long dark hallway, which means spooky shit incoming, probably. Uh-oh. So we all know where that's going. Friends? Or you're just blocking my path. I was like, maybe bad guys? If there are bad guys, I'll shoot. But there is no shoot. Urethral recycling. You know, Corey? You and I were cut from the same cloth. The same piss-stained cloth. I heard cover me. Oh, I heard that too. I didn't want to hear it, but I heard that. I do have nards now, and I will use my nards the way that I was trained. That didn't quite... Oh, wait. There we go. I was gonna say, like, depending on where that rolls, that could be very good or very bad. Make a slow-mo for the finisher. Oh, hold on, I gotta reload. There we go. Check out a chunk of this wall. Check that shit out, man. Just a freaking crater in that bad boy. Oh, I don't know if I got the second hydrate, by the way. Let's do one more hydrate, just for safety. Safety hydration station. Oh, thank you, Black Magic, for that host, by the way, dude. Hope you're doing well, my friend. How'd your stream go today, Mr. Magix, of the Black Magic's variety? As you can see, we're, I think, nearing the end of F.E.A.R. I think. Although we will do the expansions next. Oh, show. Using a lot of shotgun. But I'm thinking eventually we'll get to the point where non-laser guns. Oh my god, this is a lot of boys. So we get that grenade to happen. Oh, baby. Alright, well, I don't know if that killed everybody, but the sound of murder that it made was very encouraging. I just heard I heard a big explosion followed by lots of screaming, so that's a good sign. There's a lot of meat, a lot of blood. I think we got what we needed out of that one. That one grenade earning its keep, man. But, yeah, condemned. I'm not surprised. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Probably not the most sound place to be, honestly. But yeah, eventually, I'm thinking we'll eventually get to the point where we're, like, gonna be fighting bad guys that are so well armed and or are so tough that we'll have to, like, not really rely... We'll rely less on shotguns and assault rifles and more on, like, the big laser guns and the big, like, rocket... Excuse me, I keep hiccuping. The rocket launchers and all that jazz. That's what I'm guessing. Just a shorter stream with Automata. Very nice, very nice. Have you had a chance to try out Replicant, by the way? As I've heard Replicant's pretty sick. I don't blame you for feeling drained, though, man. I debated on whether or not to talk about this, just because... For one thing, it's you know, personal when it comes to health and stuff like that, and also because it relates to the vaccine. And I realize that talking about, like, side effects might give people the wrong impression, because, you know, people should get vaccinated, absolutely. But of course, you know, there might be side effects, and sometimes they can be uncomfortable. How over the weekend I had, like, Saturday morning I felt a little bit like just mild fever, like very, very light fever for about 6 hours. So it was a bummer, but I just slept it off and it was fine. So, you know, so I definitely know that the feeling of like Saturday was a good example where it's like I wanted to do stuff, but then it was like, oh, I feel kind of lethargic, because I had the vaccine shot number 2 on Friday morning, and then yeah, Friday night into Saturday morning started feeling a little bit just very, very mild flu symptoms. Just, really, it was just a very light fever, like 99 point something. So annoying, but not the end of the world. So shit can suck, but it's so worth it, because now, you know, now that I'm vaccinated, well, in about a week and a half at least, now that I'm vaccinated, I'll be able to do stuff, which is nice. Also, there's a lot of points of entry, which makes me a little bit nervous. I have a feeling I'm to just yeet my meat into next week, or go into here. Seems like a place where bad guys will spawn everywhere, but maybe I'm wrong. Doing some near until the Legendary Edition, right. That makes sense. If I were to jump down, would I be able to jump back up? Oh yeah, I could with these boxes, because I want to explore a little bit. I have a feeling this is where I'm supposed to go, though. Yeah, like Saturday is like, I wanted to stream Saturday, like I wanted to do a bunch of stuff, but Saturday was like kind of just a really lazy day. It's like, yeah, that is how it goes. Nothing for the, yeah, I had nothing from the first shot. My arm was sore for like a day and a half, and that was it. It was easy peasy. Oddly enough, the second shot, I didn't feel a thing. Like, it hurt. Like, I felt like a little prick. You know, ladies. I felt like a little prick at the point of injection, like when they, you know, stick the hypodermic needle in. But the injection itself, completely painless. Arm was a little sore for like a day, but it hurt way less. So, like, at first the symptoms were like way chiller for the second shot, but yeah, just a very, very mild like fever for like maybe 6 or 8 hours, and then it went away, and then, you know, easy peasy. That was the worst of it, and it was really not bad. But it was just, you know, it makes you feel a little sleepy, makes you feel a little groggy. So it's a bummer, but highly worth it. You know, I'll take like a 6-hour mini fever in exchange for almost entirely being safe, you know, to like go out and do stuff. I'll take that any day of the week, honestly. New Resident Evil game. What's up, Monforman? I would like to play. There's a number of Resident Evil games that I want to play. 8 looks incredible. I've heard 7 is dope. The only Resident Evil game I've actually played is 4. So what I want to do is I want to play the remake of the original, and then 2 and 3, and then their remakes, and then eventually get around to 7, and then obviously 8. So there's a number of Resident Evil games that I want to play. Some newer, some a little bit older. Uh-oh. Let's just back that thing up. And off the edge he goes. See you later. Wow, they're just going all at it, man. They're like, yeah, man, we don't even care if we murder ourselves in the process. We want to hurt this dude. I admire their dedication, man. They really committed to that. So yeah, but yeah, there's a number of Resident Evil games that I want to get into. I've always felt that Resident Evil is a series that I have kind of neglected over the years, and there's games I know I would love, but I just haven't really gotten around to them. So yeah, the remake of the original, and then ideally the original of 2 and 3, followed by the remakes of 2 and 3. I think I would really enjoy them. I've heard 7 is incredible. In fact, Grace and I were watching Baru stream 7 a week or so ago, and that was pretty sweet. And yeah, it looks incredible. So it's like, I know I would like these games. I just got to get around to it. Develop something you could just inhale. That'd be kind of nice, honestly. But as long as it's equally effective, if not more so, then yeah, sign me up. I don't really mind getting shots. I mean, I don't like it. As a kid, I was like super anxious about getting shots. It like really freaked me out. But now it's like, you know, it doesn't really hurt that bad. It's more of a mental thing. But you know, they're not fun, obviously, like, you know, the fact that your arm is sore after a bit afterwards. Especially for things like tetanus vaccines, like the tetanus booster. That thing leaves that thing hurts, man. The injection hurts. The arm soreness is awful. It's like excruciating. I fucking hate the tetanus booster. But it's, you know, it's good to get just because I'd rather have some protection from getting fucking tetanus. Not that I'm, you know, involving myself in areas where rusty nails happen a lot. But if, you know, if it were to happen, I would rather have no risk versus, you know, having it, you know, what if something bad were to happen and then I'm like, oh shit, now I'm scared. Because tetanus apparently is fucking awful.
Police have expanded their cordon to include Auburn and have begun evacuating residents from the primarily industrial district.
Okay, so more people getting evacuated. Yeah, so the police and military, they, or presumably at least the police, know what's up around here. It's unsurprising with all the helicopters getting exploded and paramilitary operations happening from the uber bad guys as well as us, which I guess are the good guys, maybe. 5 and 6. I want to play 5 and 6 eventually, but those would be like co-op games just because I've heard that playing them solo is miserable. No reason for it, just, you know, just for funsies. I've never actually gotten to watch Corone live before, but she is such a delight. One of many VTubers that are just positively delightful to watch. And now, for a slightly different change of pace, we're going back into this game. The delightful wholesomeness of Corone versus dark, menacing murderness of this game. Although Corone is sometimes dark and menacing and murderous as well, as JD pointed out to me. The X-Men one? I don't know if I've seen the X-Men one, actually. I like it when she's BMW, though. That was pretty fun, too. I am BMW. She embodies the entirety of the BMW company when she's driving one of their vehicles in Mario Kart 8, which is honestly the correct feeling. I know with Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U version, there was the BMW, like official BMW branding for some of their vehicles. It was like a licensing thing that they had, and there was like commercials. It was weird. It was interesting, but it was weird. Is that still in the deluxe version, or did they take that out with the Switch re-release? Because I thought it was not in the game anymore, but maybe I'm wrong. Oh, very good, JD. That is a good meme. Also, I think I saw something out of the corner of my eye, but I don't know if my brain is making things up. So we're chasing him into the vault then, which is something that we've heard legends of. He saw us right as we skeletonified him. Oh, he shot me right as I went to freaking do my thing. You know what? Then I will end yours. Maybe I gotta get close so I can shoot the both with a single bullet. A single magic bullet. It looked like he was putting his hands up, but too damn late for that, homie. There's a time extendo lad up there. I see the green glowy. They are an option in 8 as well, 8 Deluxe that is, because I don't actually own 8 Deluxe. I only have the Wii U one, but I do need to pick up the Switch Deluxe version. Oh my god. Horny bunk in the chat. Valid, honestly. Oh, very nice. Yeah, with like, the angry eyes. Yeah, the angry eyebrows. Yeah, I'm sure like as a non-English speaker, that some of those nuances of like, eating ass and whatnot might not necessarily make sense, but she clearly is very fluent when it comes to internet memes and whatnot. So yeah, she probably knew what was being like, the significance of that screen name. So the horny bonk was pretty justified, I would say. But then being like, wait a second, angry anime eyes I could turn into X-Men, because it looks like Cyclops, kind of, sort of. That's adorable and delightful. Also, it's just explosive. I'm not gonna hit it to find out, but I think some of these are explosive, so I could have, ouch, maybe used that. You fool! You're just asking for trouble, homie. Was it you by yourself? Oh, you were not by yourself. Yes, that barrel is explodable. Unsurprising. Also, here's a skeleton. I wanted to like knock the skeleton down, but I don't think I can. Down he goes. Get him out of here. This is a skeleton-free zone. Is this the only gun I have? It's the only gun that I have that's like normal. I have like a giant rocket launcher for big bad guys, and I have lasers for far away lads, but I don't get a lot of laser ammo. So I'm trying to be careful about how I use the laser. So shotgun's like my only like normal weapon right now. The weapon where I'm like fighting a lot of ammo for it. Which I'm considering switching out at some point, just because it's a great weapon, but it is a little bit of a liability when such a short range weapon is the only like normal one you got. Everything else is like a case specific weapon. So that much is not ideal. That part is not exactly ideal. It gets the job done. I mean, it's still getting shit killed, but not as efficient as I would prefer necessarily. When the skeleton war, who's yeah, pro or against calcium? That is the question. Whoop. Oh, well, I can probably just cheese it by grabbing it here. There we go. There was a health pack there, which I kind of want, though. Which side will you be on? Yeah, just can I just not be involved? Can I plead the what is it? Is it Switzerland or Sweden or I think it's Switzerland that's like the neutral country. Can I go the Switzerland strat? The Swiss strat? Hey, there we go. And yo, Physics Cat, I was actually just thinking about you earlier. I was thinking, man, I haven't raided Physics Cat in a minute. So like one of these days I need to catch him online and raid his ass. Well, not just your ass, but your channel as well. Thank you for that very nice raid, my man. How you doing, bud? We're playing F.E.A.R. This is my first playthrough of this game ever, and I'm really enjoying it. It's very good. It's nice and spooky and shooty-pooty, absolutely. And it's really good. I mean, I've always heard this game is incredible. It's a little bit embarrassing it's taking me this long for a playthrough, but better late than never, and I'm really digging it. I think we're nearing the end of the game, actually, although if we finish it, when we finish it, I will begin the first expansion immediately afterwards. So, good shit. Skeletons on the inside. Ooh, that's a controversial theory, Amnesia. You know, some people claim that that's just a conspiracy, and that skeletons don't actually exist. It's just like a theoretical concept invented by people who want to scare us. Me, I try to remain a neutral party. You know, I try to remain agnostic to the pro or anti-skeleton agenda. But you know, some people have very deep opinions about this subject. So you know, just be mindful of that. Also, I'm exploring a lot, so I'm just poking around. But thank you, Physics Cat. How was your stream, by the way, dude? saw there was an area I could have investigated up top. I wonder if I have crossed a broken bridge by falling down this way. A quick shout out for our boy, for our lad doing some Factorio. Nice, man. How's the base going? You love the game? Yeah, I've heard this game is so good from multiple people. It's been recommended multiple times. I've mentioned before that I'm a big fan of the New Blood lads. I follow a number of the developers on Twitter from New Blood and from a number of other like indie game devs, that kind of thing, and they do a lot of interesting discourse about older shooters, especially from this era. A lot of stuff about the Thief series from obviously Doom, obviously Quake, but also games like Doom 3 and this game, F.E.A.R, and the F.E.A.R trilogy. And they discuss, they talk a lot, they kind of muse a lot poetically about the AI and the level design and like how the game crafts its narrative, that kind of stuff. Just interesting stuff, and it's a game, like I said, that is revered highly. So I was like, man, I need to like play this game just because I know I would like it, and I do like it, and I'm not surprised. I think I might have, yeah, indeed found a broken bridge, so I feel like I can't really go back the way I came, which is fine. So I like to explore fully before I commit to the next area. I feel like I'm going the right way by accident. I like to go the wrong way first, that way we can explore all things. Oh, checkpoint. Yeah, so since that's a checkpoint, let's go back this way because there was a doorway up here. But yeah, lots of stuff about Thief, stuff about like Deus Ex, and like just a lot of shooter developer, like game developer discourse, which I find is fascinating to hear and listen to. And like I said, like seeing them talk about these kinds of games definitely colors my game choices for the games that I stream, including like when I streamed Thief 1, for instance. I was very much inspired by the developers for Gloomwood, speaking very favorably of Thief 1 and Thief 2 by extension. So it's like that will influence my choices sometimes. Chilling with the Factorio bros, very nice. Fire in the hole, fuck! Alright, well, if there's gonna be multiple lads, I too will fire in the hole. Oh, he's gonna just run into it. I wanted to explode the grenade, but I think it still killed a dude. I wanted to shoot it so it would like detonate when I wanted it to, but with a shotgun it's a bit hard to aim that sometimes. Oh, big boy. Oh, fuck. How did I not notice that little detail? Just say, I know you're still alive. Really? 3 shots? Jesus. Maybe one of those was a torso shot. There we go. I figured like 3 shots plus the rocket launch would have done something. Oh, fuck. What's your favorite part of your base, Business Cat? I was asking this earlier. We had another nice person rated us a little bit earlier, and they were doing some Animal Crossing, and I asked them like what the favorite part of their I was gonna say he's gonna get right next to that explosive barrel. The fool. But yeah, I asked her like what her favorite part of her island was. So like in a similar sense, what's your favorite part of your Factorio base? As I know, like crafting a cool base and having it well organized and having like sleek automation. That's like the meme where the guy's like doing this, like, oh yeah, that's like the good shit when it comes to Factorio. Seeing a well-oiled machine of a base. 2 or 3, yeah, I've heard 2 and 3 are still good games, but that the plot gets a little bit wonky, for better or for worse. Some people like it, some people don't. I definitely want to play the expansions for this game, and I will once we finish the main game. But yeah, 2 and 3, I'll play 2 and 3 eventually. But yeah, I'll play other stuff in between. Are you not into trains? And it's the gladiator guy, but he's got the conductor hat on. Replaces the grenade I just used earlier. I hear oh, I see a box flipping around. It's like I hear physicsy things happening, and I don't understand why. Remember that time I smacked one of these and exploded instantly? That was pretty sweet. The trains are pretty sweet, though, yeah. Yeah, the Russell Crowe, yeah, that's right, the Russell Crowe memes. But yeah, the train setup is pretty sweet. I've watched Factorio streams on a few occasions, and I don't exactly... I mean, I can kind of piece what's going on, but I don't exactly know, oh boy, the significance of what's happening necessarily. What I do know is that the game is incredible, and I think I would like it a bunch. And I would probably have a better time understanding it if I played it as well. Ah, I was hoping I could shoot that. There we go. I was hoping it would shoot through walls, but it's no rail driver. These guys are spicy boys, and again, you can already tell it's kind of powering through our laser ammo. I'm glad I held on to the laser just because, the laser ammo that is, just because there's only so much to go around, but yeah, it is expensive stuff. Can't open this door. Can I jump through the windows? Too small. There's supplies in there that I want, so I wonder how I can get around to that. Can't just flip that back. I do enjoy, yes, physicsy things. It's true. That is also accurate. Yeah, I shot the railing. I was hoping it would like go through the railing and hit the bad guy, but I was like, eh, it's probably a big ask. Or to just go through surfaces like that. It's usually not how it works. These thin railings are, you know, pretty indestructible from games of this era. Skeleton friend, by the way. I like how it did penetrate the other guy and turn the other guy into a skeleton. It penetrated the big boy. Skeletonified the other one. And we get an MS Paint masterpiece, by the way. You know I'm always down for one of these babies. Let's do this right now. Actually, let me switch over. I like to think that the limited number of tools that MS Paint gives you means you kind of have to like, you're kind of forced to getting creative, which can be fun. It can be frustrating, but it can be fun. When you're like me, which is to say someone who really doesn't have an artistic background, and it's intended to be kind of cursed, and that's just, you know, it's part of the experience. Part of the MS Paint experience, for better or for worse. Alright, so I'm looking for anything big and scary. There's a big shooty pooty gun. That is the rocket launcher, which means we're almost full on rocket launcher ammo, which means I need to, like, use this bad boy on some big bad boys pretty soon. Something tells me we're gonna be finding some big bad boys. Woo! Sooner than later. They're giving us that kind of cool stuff. Oh. First thing, it looked like he was like T-posing or something, the way he just stood up very suddenly like that. The shotgun, yeah, it's so good. Shotgun's so good. I mean, it's not always the most practical weapon to use. It is frequently one of the most fun. I was actually just describing it earlier. One of my favorite guns is the Penetrator. But we stopped finding ammo for the Penetrator, so I've had to switch it up a bit. But as far as like reliable weapons where you can usually consistently find ammo for, it's pretty solid. But of course, long range is great. That's why we have the laser. The laser, of course, is great for long range, but we're still not finding a ton of ammo for it, so I feel like I still have to be a little bit conservative. But shotgun, I can be as wasteful as I want. I can be all willy-nilly. Oh, Scarlet! What? Scarlet with the raid. What's up, Scarlet? Thank you very much. Holy shit, that's a lot of people. Thank you, Scarlet. My goodness, you are the, like, third person to raid me tonight. I don't know what's going on. Something in the air tonight, man. Thank you, Scarlet, for that very kind raid. How you doing, friend? Scarlet coming in clutch. Are you doing some more Dark Souls 3 tonight, my friend? Do a quick shout out for Scarlet, the homie. Thank you very much. Doing some Dark Souls 3. Yeah, how'd the Dark Souls 3 attempts go tonight, my friend? Because you were, I think, fairly early on in the game when we raided you on Sunday. Yeah, I want to say Sunday. Scarlet was like, "All right, fam, I'm gonna be hopping off," and then I was like, "No, you won't." And then we came in. I don't know. A small little Hobbit-sized raid, which was a lot of fun. We're playing F.E.A.R, by the way. This game is incredible. It's a first-person shooter from the mid-2000s. It has some spooky times. Oh!
She's close now. Her presence is strong.
Can I break through there? I can break the glass, but I can't actually get to where he was. I think that was the lad who... It was one of our teammates who got... Well, we actually don't know what happened to him. He just disappeared, but I think that was one of our teammates from earlier on in the game. And this game is great. It has lots of cool shooty-pooty action moments, but it also has lots of spooky psychological horror vibes. Lots of paranormal stuff. It's a very good game. And it came out in 2005. It was way ahead of its time. Has cool physics and cool lighting and excellent AI and really good level design. Just a really solid game. And I'm super late getting around to it, but better late than never. I guess I'm full on health packs. And I'm imagining that spooky shit awaits us, because I bet this door's gonna lock behind us. Ooh, big boys with big boy weapons. Throwing grenades at us, that's fine. And of course we have slow-mo, which is really nice. That's one of the things that makes this game extra fancy, like bullet time, I guess you would say. Let's turn that man into a skeleton real quick. This is a gun that, it doesn't melt them. It doesn't like melt their flesh. It just replaces their body with a skeleton. It's a skeleton conversion gun. You ever think to yourself, man, get this normal human body out of here. I want it to be a skeleton instead. Then it does great work. See, there it is. He's just a normal skeleton now. Easy peasy. It looked like it took 2 of these to kill him, though, because usually this is a single shot for most normal bad guys. That, to me, indicates that we're getting some spicy big boys. More dying, though. Progress, though. 2 bosses. That's incredible. Sometimes just 1 boss can take hours on end with the Dark Souls games. Yeah, there he is. Skeleton Man. And he had a repeating cannon. Now, man, I love the giant explodey gun, but I almost wonder if the repeating cannon... Like, I wonder if I should... What do you think, Fina? Do you think I should do this? Switch that out for the shotgun out for the repeating cannon? Because if we're going to be finding ammo for the repeating cannon, then I'm down. But I don't know how consistent we're going to find ammo for this thing. This thing is incredible, but it's hard to find ammo for it, though. It's just tricky. Do you know how far you are into the game, Scarlet? Like, I don't know. I'll admit, I actually haven't played the game myself. I've seen a bit of it, though. And it seems that the kind of games where there's just a lot to it and there's so many bosses, I don't know if I would be able to tell necessarily how far someone is just by looking at it, necessarily. Max Payne 3, yeah. Yeah, and I need to play Max Payne 2 and 3 for that matter, because I played the first one and loved it back in the day. It's a really solid game. One of my favorites from that era in particular. Speedrunning games. I mean, I like watching speedruns. I don't know if I'm good enough at games or have enough dedication to like wanting to play them over and over to want to do speedrunning necessarily. Because the speedrunning you need is, you know, a certain amount of discipline required. And I love this game. I don't know if I really love any games enough to like play it like over and over again to be able to get good enough at a speedrun. But I do like watching speedruns, and I know that this is a game that does have a pretty good speed community. Would not trade. Oh, you think get rid of the rocket launcher? Really? It's kind of unfortunate because I like the rocket launcher a lot. Maybe the laser and rocket launcher are kind of unnecessary though. Maybe that's like one where we can like we can be flexible about, if nothing else. Because I like the rocket launcher, but yeah, again, it's finding ammo for it is tricky. Best gun in the game? Okay, yeah. Just really hard to find ammo for it though. Oh, okay, I gotcha. 4 bosses and 90 deaths, yeah. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I mean, it's probably a good thing that I didn't have a death counter for like the first Dark Souls game. Because if I would have had a death counter, the death numbers at the end would have been, you know, upsetting to me. It's better if I don't know these things. Ignorance is bliss in my case. And I've only played the first Dark Souls game. Here's where we saw the lad. He was right there. That vision of him. Scarlet, what, can I ask if you have a game plan for the rest of the week? Like if you have a stream kind of schedule for the rest of this week? In case there was anybody who was like, ooh, I want to watch more Dark Souls 3. And then they could know when to catch you next. Because Scarlet streams a number of games. I know lately she's been going on a Soulsborne rampage lately. They're blind playthroughs if I'm not mistaken. Of 1, 2, and now 3. So ATC are approaching. Not saying I'm surprised necessarily. You think? Oh, that's sweet of you to say, Fina. Yeah, I like I said, I have the highest respect for people who speedrun games just because it's the dedication and discipline it takes to, you know, play a game a bunch, get really good at it, learn the strats, find ways to improve. Like I think it's incredible, and like I love watching the GDQs. I love watching people stream it. It's fascinating to me. But it's like, yeah, I don't know if I have it in me myself to do it, but But I could see this game as being like having a good speed game community. One of those games where I think it lends itself well, especially because each level is divided well. I think once you learn the layouts and the positions of enemies, there's certain things you can kind of pick up on as far as how to get through things quicker. So yeah, I could see there being some sick speed strats for this game, no doubt. And there are some glitches. Okay, yeah. Oh, you're a number. Oh, that's awesome, Fina. Hell yeah, that's badass. Yeah, so Fina, yeah, you're in a position of prestige with this game. That's incredible. Get an internship. Oh, that's exciting, Scarlet. Oh, right, yeah, and that's a fair point too. Yeah, with respect to Ramadan, that makes sense. Yeah, that's exciting though, Scarlet. I hope the internship, when it does start up, I hope that goes well, because yeah, that can be very exciting. Well, it is very exciting. But I know that, yeah, when it comes to pandemic times, I understand that kind of throws a wrench in things when it comes to scheduling those kinds of things out ahead of time. Especially if it's a, oh, you freaking fools. Especially if it's a question, oh, of, is something else I do? There's a second one. Guessing that was a scripted sequence, because I just couldn't kill that second one. I was like, why does second thing hit me? I was looking behind me. So we got one of them. I do like those little invisible lads. They're fun to fight, even though they're sneaky little shits. There he is. Interesting how whenever you kill them, you get the little purple wispies that's like the same little purple wispies you see sometimes when paranormal events happen. So I wonder if this is an indication that their cloaking powers are some kind of like superpower and not something that's technologically enhanced necessarily. But yeah, but just for the internship, yeah, just the notion of like, oh, I think I'm supposed to not fall down. That would probably be not good. The notion of the pandemic kind of messing things up, even if it's not in person, even if it's digital only or remote only. I know it still is tricky, to say the least. It's tricky to coordinate. I've had a number of work things happen where, like, yeah, like there were schedules in place, you know, months at a time, and then pandemic happens and it's like, oh, we have to reconsider some things now. Well, I see you, motherfucker. So I'm surprised that first one didn't get him, but got his ass. Believe in the me that believes in you. Yes, that's one of my favorite sayings, Fina. Absolutely. The drill that will pierce the heavens. Abso-fucking-lutely, my man. That's excellent. Some games might be tough to speedrun. Exactly. Yeah. Like, one really good example of that is Diablo 2, because I love watching, like, Mr. Llama and oh, what was that other dude? There's another gentleman that streams the game a lot that I haven't watched in a while. But yeah, Llama and a few others doing Diablo 2 speedruns. I always thought, like, Diablo games, like, that'd be a tough game to speedrun. Especially Diablo 2, there's just so much RNG. But no, it's like, there's ways to do it. There's a really sick community behind it. It's super passionate. It's awesome. Like, there's a lot more than I would have ever expected. Like how I just blooded his face. He didn't even flinch. You guys are terrifying monstrosities. That was satisfying to watch, by the way. Final Fantasy, yeah, FF7, yeah, Jesus, yes, Final Fantasy 6 for that matter, or Final Fantasy 4, I mean, pretty much any JRPG, you would think speedrunning it would be a goddamn nightmare. I think for people starting out, it probably is, but yeah, like, the communities have rallied so much where I think the barrier to entry has never been lower. That is the correct acronym. Thank you, High Roller, good to see you, friend. Frogs eat all radishes, that is correct. Frogs and their radish-eating rampages, it is well documented. Well-documented fact. And you know, Scarlett, I always like feel a little bad when I'm like asking, you know, personal details, because you know, this is the internet and personal privacy is important. So I don't mean to. You can just tell me, like, Alex, you know, shove it if I'm asking for too much info, if I'm like, you know, being nosy. But I know with your profile picture, it's you. It's like, I'm guessing a depiction of you holding like a lab vial and like chemicals and whatnot. Can I ask if you're a lab scientist or a lab science major? Because the reason I ask is because I've been watching a lot of Nile Red lately. So if you've ever heard of the YouTuber Nile Red, if you've heard of him, then you know he's awesome. And if you've never heard of him and you're a lab science person, well, even if you're not a lab science person, Nile Red makes some fascinating science videos on YouTube. So I'm like, my brain is in like activated lab science mode right now, just because I've been watching a lot of his videos lately, and they're really incredible stuff. I went into engineering. I'm a computer science guy, so I didn't really do much lab science. Well, that's not true. I actually had to do a lot of lab science, but it wasn't stuff that I elected for. It was stuff that I had to do. So the ATC guys are getting wrecked, unsurprisingly. I mean, this is a slightly one-sided battle. A couple of guys with SMGs versus big fucking robot. Whoa, what the fuck, dude? You're supposed to be fighting those boys. These freaking nerds. But anyway, yeah. Superfighter's gonna work on, yeah, just kind of figure out a schedule that works for everybody. That makes sense. Pants shittingly terrifying when you've never, yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like you wanna play the game and learn it first. Probably don't need to go into laser mode, but it feels cool when I go into laser mode. I like feeling like a gamer. Except then he shoots rockets at me, and then I feel less like a gamer. Let's try our new cool gun, by the way. Our cool guy gun. Cool guns for attractive people. I think the explosion radius for those rockets isn't as bad as I'm thinking that it is. And it's damaging him. Let's go back to laser for a bit. These boys are spicy. They're fun to fight, but yeah, they're tricky. And I like the difficulty spikes that these guys bring with them. Got his ass. Whew. You guys are awesome. Just don't fall into bottomless pits. It's a good strat. Words to live by. And to not die by, at least. Oh, Sailor Moon. Yeah. Oh, I remember the good old days of Sailor Moon. I haven't watched it in a long time. Oh, and thank you for that follow, by the way, Rena. I haven't watched Sailor Moon in a long time. But I remember watching it on Toonami back in the day, and I thought it was fun. Forget everything and run. I prefer fuck everything and run, personally. But yes, that's also accurate, honestly. Yeah, see, Black Magic gets it, exactly. Somebody to shove. Yeah, somebody to love. By Queen. No, somebody to shove. Me. I should clarify. It's Nile as in N-I-L-E, like the river Nile. And yeah, lots of good lab scientist stuffs. But yeah, chemical engineering, that's incredible. Holy shit, that's awesome. Chemical engineering, that probably means you have to do quite a bit of well, engineering classes in addition to lab science classes. So sounds like you probably have to do quite a bit of everything. Was it a Strong Bad reference? It might have been. I will confess, I actually never watched Strong Bad back in the day, but I've seen people play the video game, the cool game for attractive people. Like, I've watched Let's Plays of it, so that was my introduction to the Strong Bad universe, but I never did watch the videos back in the day, in the olden days. All right, we'll go there in a second. I want to explore around here first. Seems like a good place where there could be some sneaky things hidden. Some sneaky power-ups, which would make me very happy. Yeah, I had a number of friends who were biology and chemistry majors back in the day. I don't know if I actually knew anybody that went to chemical engineering necessarily, so that's really freaking cool. I bet there's... I bet there's like a little bit of... a lot of bit of everything you have to do with it when it comes to, you know, courses to take and whatnot. Probably lots of lab science and engineering courses and like math and physics. I bet there's just a lot of everything. Because unfortunately, my lab science experience in college was kind of a negative one, honestly. I had to take a lot of lab science. I had to take a full semester. Another one of you assholes, really? I had to take a full semester of chemistry, as well as biology, and as well as, I think, I'm trying to remember if there was a fourth class I had to take. I think it was just those three. But it was like a full year and a half of having a pretty significant lab science curriculum, and even though it was only a few classes, they were enormous classes. All of them were 5 credit hours, and they took a lot of time. So much so that I found I was having to spend, like, the time I was having to spend on chemistry and the labs, as well as biology and its lab, was more than all of my computer science classwork combined for that entire year. It was just very, very demanding. And this was chemistry 111, like, you know, it was introduction chemistry. You know, it's not like it was like fancy level stuff. It was entry level chunk change stuff. Yet it was just very demanding. So the fact that, like, it wasn't something that I chose to do, but it was something I had to take for my major, and the fact that it just took so much time, it was just kind of left a sour taste in my mouth. So I don't really have a lot of positive memories of lab science myself, but I can certainly appreciate others who do enjoy it and you know, do find it engaging. Because, I mean, obviously it's a very important field to study. You know, we need lab science people. It's not like it's going away anytime soon. Nor would I want it to. I think the world would be a strange place if chemistry were to just disappear. Whoa, I'm on fire. Chemistry disappears overnight. Scientists give up. Headline that no one asks for. Whoa, rockets, ouch. Scientists are scared. Gravity stops working. Physics canceled. Scientists say world is fucked. Yeah, the cannon was good. The problem with the cannon is that I'm pretty low on ammo for it, but it's pretty sick. I was wondering what was going on there too, Black Magic. Yeah, it's because I was wondering if it was like blowing up the rockets or if they were just hitting like a geometric corner here with like the hit detection, like collision detection, and I honestly couldn't tell. But it wouldn't surprise me if, yeah, the rockets were destroyable in midair. It's not too bad. Just two of those big boys back to back is spicy. What difficulty? I think it's the second. Actually, wait, can I see? Game. High difficulty. Okay, so I think it's not the high. It's definitely not the highest, and I think it's the. I think it's just one above the normal difficulty. So not crazy, but a little crazy. I like to think that's like a good setting for someone who, like myself, who's played a decent number of FPSs, but is, you know, still new to the game, obviously. So a challenge, but not like.
Go check it out.
Not ridiculous.
Got it.
I heard what's going on up there, so I wanted to listen in more. There's more friends here. Let's grenade these lads.
Grenade! Get down!
Oh, I was hoping to shoot him midair. I think it did kill one of them though. Oh shit! I saw a gun fall down. Oh, it was probably one of the other lads' guns that fell down. Could I have been fancy and gone, ooh, I could have flanked them. That would have been neat. Melee, vibrating pipes. Yeah, probably not my smartest decision on stream. Well, it was not my dumbest, though. I've done dumber stuff on stream. But certainly not the smartest thing. Also, we get the nice horror movie sound effects, like the like those kinds of noises.
Get down!
Let's try the grenade start again. I've got a good feeling about this one. There we go. Launch him into the stratosphere. Okay, that wounded him but didn't kill. Oh, I missed, by the way. Oh, shit. So he had a shotgun too, yeah, so since I missed my shot, he got his. It was like a turn-based combat game. Oh, that's the penetrator. I didn't realize that these lads could get the penetrator, because that's a pretty high-level weapon. Got the switchback. Oh, hell yeah, JD, get that Pokemon Snap? Dude, I've heard it's incredible. I've intentionally abstained from watching it a lot on stream, at least, just because it looks fucking magical, and I know I will love it, because I love the original. But yeah, it's like, oh man, I'm so excited to play it, because it looks incredible. I'm hearing some noises. What am I hearing? Am I hearing a high-pressure gas line, maybe? That's true as well, JD. Yeah, all I'm really after is that I'm just glad that they're working on it. I hope they take their time, and I hope it's good. But I hope they take their sweet time and don't rush it, because I want it to be amazing. And also, I'm in no hurry because I haven't played Metroid Prime 2 or 3. I've only played the first one, so I'm way fucking behind. In fact, probably sooner than later, that's a series I would like to stream, because I do have the trilogy on the Wii with motion controls. That'd be a fun thing to bust out at some point in the future for a future stream project thingy. Lots of guns. Lots of guns, by the way. I'm sure this is nothing scary. They're not giving us all these guns and ammo, or armor rather, for no good reason. That's where we just came from. I was hoping for like spooky camera people. All we see are dead things though. Nintendo hates. No, I mean I don't think that they like have any animosity against the series. I didn't need to shoot. I just clicked accidentally. I think it's just that with Prime 4, I'm just glad it's being worked on. But it's the fact that the development had to restart. Because it was with a different studio, and then it went to, I want to say Platinum. Is that correct? Platinum Games? Or is it Retro Studios? I can't remember, but it went to like a really good developer, which is honestly who it should have started with in the first place. But I know that kind of set them back to phase 1 with the development, so I know that very much inflated the development cycle for the game. So like they announced it like 3 years ago, but then it was like, oh right, we have to restart development because we're giving it to a new developer because they weren't pleased with how it was looking. So Because Nintendo's, you know, they're, for better or for worse, they're really, really obsessed with like quality when it comes to their third-party studio contracts and whatnot. So it's like if it's not looking good, they will, you know, pull the plug. So the fact that they could have just pulled the plug in the project as a whole, but the fact that they chose to say like, let's give it to a different developer, I think Retro Studios, and then as opposed to just, you know, canceling it, I hope that's a sign that they do believe in the game and they want to see it to fruition. So I'm hoping that you know, that there's still plenty of time.
Glad to hear it. Thanks for the help. Wish I could have done more. Kick some ass.
Medevac, it says. Interesting. A PC port of Metroid Prime? I mean, a PC port of like first-party Nintendo games probably won't happen ever unless Nintendo just does straight up exit the hardware market. And it'd be pretty hard to see that happening right now since the Switch continues to sell gangbusters, but I mean, I don't know, man. Apparently with the Wii U, people were telling me that apparently Nintendo came close to like going bankrupt with the Wii U, which I had no idea. But yeah, apparently like there was some article floating around that like deep dive. Well, it was like an interview, I think, with Reggie. And apparently Reggie was quoted as saying like, yeah, the Wii U, apparently it was like a lot more dire than a lot of people knew. I think it's mostly speculation. I don't think anybody really knows the numbers truly, except for the people at Nintendo. But some people speculate that like, yeah, the Wii U alone almost like killed Nintendo off. Maybe not killed it entirely, but like, you know, made them go bankrupt, which would have, you know, possibly made them exit the hardware market. So, you know, it could happen. It just seems highly, highly unlikely. For like first-party Nintendo games. Oh, did I just sink? Oh. Oh. Oh, pool of blood. Pool of blood. Lots of skeleton friends. Fell down a death chute, it looks like. Like the one we saw earlier in the game. Oh, Jesus. Whoa. That was a cool sequence. Oh, and we're not done. We're back in this room. And that wasn't Alma, was it? Like how it fast-tracked us that time. Is the hole still there? That looks like it's mostly plugged up. But yeah, that wasn't Alma. Maybe it was her mother? Because we've seen indication that there's something that went down with her birth. I'm guessing it's Alma's birth. So stuff like this, you know, obvious signs of a woman in labor, bloodstains on a gurney. Ouch. I feel like I think I have to defend myself against these lads. Oh, okay, we lived. I lived, bitch. Whew. That was cool. I love those sequences, man. That's so freaking sweet. Too thick. With multiple C's. Was considered for Fortnite? Really? I wonder if that's still up for consideration or if that's like definitely not happening. Lots of blood and there's Alma.
I want you out of there as soon as you got Wade and the girl. Get them back to base so I can debrief them in person. Good luck in there.
Yeah, I know the penetrator is so fun, but I would say by this point in the game, it's mega cannon thing, laser, and shotgun or bust. Penetrator is pretty sweet though. Really good developer leaves a bad taste in your... Well, I don't know. I don't remember who the original developer was. The original developer was a pretty good developer, I think. I'm going off of information that is, just, stuff I've read like a year or two ago. But I think it's Retro Studios is the developer now, and which I think is like has a really good track record lately. So I mean, they're not infallible because you're right. Team Ninja did the development for Other M. The thing with Other M though is I feel like the issues with Other M aren't really development related because they weren't responsible for like the story or the plot. That was like the main Metroid guys. So like, I feel like Other M was like, I don't want to say it was doomed from the start, but it was going to be rough from the start. So I don't really fault Team Ninja for Other M. I feel like it was like the plot and the story. I mean, apparently the gameplay is okay, but like the plot and the story and just the character development just is sad. It's very, very saddening. So I mean, they couldn't rescue that game, obviously. Is there a bit? Yeah, it just recharges slowly. Well, actually, it recharges pretty quickly, but it drains fairly slowly. They were at one point the richest company in Japan. Really? Interesting. I didn't know that. Definitely Alma. Yeah. Retro made the I didn't want to say it, JD, because I thought I was going to be wrong, but yeah, I think you're right, JD. I think they made the original, so it makes sense for them to have the new one, for them to have 4, because it boggled people's minds that they didn't have it in the first place. It's like, you know, they've got a really good track record, and they're just a solid developer. I mean, I know they've done a lot of good stuff with other IPs. I can't name any off the top of my head just because I just don't remember just because it's been a while since I've looked into this, but there have been a number of occasions where I would hear about a good Nintendo game, then find out, oh, Retro Studios was the developer, like that explains it. Oh, it was pretty recent though, JD? Oh, interesting. Okay, interesting. Okay, that's good to know. Translation and localization was a problem. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't disagree that the way that they conveyed Samus was definitely problematic, but I'm not convinced that was the heart of the issue, because it sounds like just like the story moments in that game and like what they wanted to do. I mean, there was a number of problems with Other M for sure, but I don't think that's the only problem. For me, it's like, I think what they wanted to do with that game from the beginning was I think a bad idea. The way that they try to convey Samus, the way that they try to like have this weird dynamic with her and Ridley, and also this weird, uncomfortably like father-daughter, but also a weird sexual overtone with her and what's his face, the Adam guy, I guess. It's like, it just feels kind of grimy and gross. So I don't know, it's just like there's so many things about the game where I feel like they had ideas that were cool, then they had ideas that were not so good, and I don't know, I just have a hard time seeing it as a Team Ninja problem. And also, if we're talking about like localization, or like, well, I guess if it's localization, it's one thing, but if it's communicating with the dev team, I think Team Ninja is also a Japanese developer. So I like to think that there wouldn't be a culture clash in development, at least, because that can sometimes be a problem too, for sure. Also, what's going on, Lupus? Good to see you, bud. They gave her high heels, yeah, definitely like the sexualized character design, which is weird. Yeah, they like, the wide heels and like kind of like the wider hips. Which, yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised. That probably was a Team Ninja design, if I had to guess. Oh, was there? Oh, I haven't seen jiggle physics in the game, although it wouldn't surprise me. Because, yeah, Team Ninja. Yeah. I mean, that part I didn't think was horrible. Because you're right, it was an omen. Oh, wait, you're saying, I'm sorry, you're talking about to Amnesia. Right, yeah, I see what you're saying, yeah. Yeah, the thing... Yeah, no, I know which scene you're referring to. Yeah, it was kind of silly, honestly. But yeah, sounds good, Streamer Chakra. Thank you for being here, friend. And again, I hope you're feeling okay. I know it was a very small amount of rest for you, my man. They are known for a lot of things, including, yes, very like sexualized character designs and anatomical physics. Yeah. Oh, it's not. Oh, okay. I thought you meant like a particular scene. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah, just the dialogue, yeah. Yeah, some of that probably honestly was Team Ninja. For me, I can't put all the blame on them, because I know a lot of that was, I don't know the guy's name, but there's a dude who's known for like being the more or less the father of Metroid, and he was behind that game, so it's not like Team Ninja was given free control. Like, you know, he was the one calling the shots, and he called some bad shots. The fact that she speaks at all. I don't mind the fact that she speaks. I mean, she does a little bit in Fusion as well, not as much. I think that her character could be fleshed out well, but man, Other M was like a case study on how to flesh her out very poorly, and flesh out everybody poorly, honestly. The Ninja Gaiden series, I've heard that that's, I guess, in development still, so I don't know if we know much about it, but yeah, that does sound pretty sweet though. Black Magic's. By the way, it is late. It is 1:30 a.m. and this is usually, actually, I've gone way over my time. Fina, what do you think? How much longer do you think I have in this game? Because if the answer is like 20 minutes, then let's finish it now. But if you think it's like another level or two, or like another half an hour or an hour, then we'll call it now, and then we'll pick this up next time. Because it'd be cool to finish this tonight, but it is very late. Maybe another 40 minutes. We'll go ahead and call it now then, and then we'll finish this next time. Pretty chunk of time. Yeah. So we'll call it now. We'll call it now, because I keep feeling like I'm getting so close to the end, but I don't know how long the game is, obviously. So, but we're getting closer to finding Fettel, maybe. And still have not found Alice. We don't know what happens to her. We had that vision where she was maybe wounded, maybe dead, but we don't know. It seems like Fettel has got to her though, so all we know is we gotta, we have to, pick up the pace, obviously. But yeah, still a lot of unknowns at this point.